Welcome. Another Smokey Joe show. Welcome to the Smokey Joe show. Today, we got one of the coolest dudes in art, one of the sexiest man alive, one of my good buddy artists, Chroma.
What's up, my guys? Finally here.
Let's go. What's your full name, last name? First name, last name?
I'm not gonna share that just because I know there's people out there that want to know what my real name is. I haven't told them that at all. I haven't shared none of that. So you can just call me Chroma.
Chromy.
Chromio.
Coloring the World, we'll put it on. It'll be through this whole thing. Coloring the World on IG. Yeah, we don't want
just Chroma.
We don't want anybody doxing. Is your IG
no
Chroma?
Background checks? Yeah. No background checks.
Yeah.
No.
Absolutely.
Keeping it safe.
Absolutely.
You don't need to know more than that. That's it.
Absolutely. Also a fellow plant daddy. He brought me a elephant's food. Got it in the yard now.
I stole it from Home Depot one day that I went to go get some plywood for some canvases. I was like, well, this is for Smokey. So I'm learning. I'm still very new at it. At first I think it was really hard to keep some plants alive, and the more I kind of put more effort into them, the easier it got.
Yeah.
But I'm still struggling with some of them, trying.
Dude, you can learn so much from just starting with one plant and just Googling, YouTube, just that plant, and a lot of that transfers to other ones, and then you'll find one and you're like, I'll just take that same process into this next plant, and then you screw it up. It's so different.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. So, but then you learn that one, and then it starts. Now you know 5 plants. Exactly. Now you know 10.
You slowly, that's kind of what I did.
Yeah.
I started slowly getting into them, and I've been propagating a lot of them too, which I think it's fun. It's just cut them, water, and then boom. I like that.
Dude, the avocado. You brought me an avocado seed today.
I've been trying it a little bit healthier. I'm not the best at it, but I always buy avocados.
I see you in the gym.
Dude, I've been buying tons of avocados. And I'm like, why am I throwing these away when I can just put them in a wet paper towel, put them away, and then check them in a month. They sprout, and then
yes. Dude, absolutely.
That's my other thing. My little hobby, avocados.
Bro, those trees get so big, like avocado tree. I had one out I just showed you it, but I had one, it was about this tall, and you saw it back there. It is crispy. I tried to transplant it, and it just got screwed up.
I think
which was really sad. So thank you for bringing that seed. Because hopefully that one will grow, and then I'll forever be like, that was Chroma's doing.
I also think it's the Arizona heat. Chroma. I feel like out of, obviously a few states get this much heat, but if you're trying to grow plants, you gotta consider just how hot it is here. You can't just water your plants like other people say on YouTube. Hey, water your plant once a month. No, not here.
No.
You gotta make sure your plants.
Dude, the dead of summer, twice a day with some of them.
Yeah.
Because it just gets, I'll water it every morning.
Oh.
I don't know about you, but I love the ritual of right as I get up, that state. I don't know, right as I get up, sometimes I feel bad. I don't know what it is. I'll wake up and I'm
I'm alive. I'm alive again.
And sometimes I have crazy dreams every night. Okay. I have crazy vivid dreams.
Do you dream in color or black and white?
Dude, crazy color.
Okay.
I have Alex Jones said this thing. He's like, my neck's so big. He's like, I have DMT throwing. He said something I experience DMT every night. I've never done it, but I experience it every night because my neck's so thick that it activates DMT. So he's like, I have crazy dreams. I get visited by aliens every night.
Choking. Sleep apnea, bro. Sleep apnea right there.
That's what that's called.
You gotta check that.
No, yeah, that's not DMT.
That's DMT. Just you're choking. You can't sleep.
Yeah,
you're pretty much dying every night. Then. That's why. Okay.
For real. But I do have crazy dreams every night. And sometimes it transfers into my life where I'll think about things. Sometimes it's really good, but sometimes they're nightmares. Sometimes it's just crazy stuff. I'm dealing with stuff or just crazy what ifs. I have a lot of ones where I'm in a huge place and it's different place, but I know it's a huge a mall or a theme park, but there's multiple people that I have memories about, but they're not real people in real life. But I have these crazy experiences, and then you wake up and you're like, oh, now I gotta get up and go to work or
Now you
go
gotta do the
paint.
real
Now
stuff.
I gotta like be normal.
Okay.
So I go out there and water my plants first thing in the
And
morning.
that's kind of like grounds you.
Dude, after like 10 minutes and
Yeah,
you get in
yeah.
sunlight, you know, Huberman
stretch it
says to get the sunlight in the morning.
You
know?
gotta get some
But
sunlight in your butthole, bro.
you
You gotta stick a
Bryce
nutsack
Goodman
out,
knows
you
what
gotta-
we're talking about.
Really? Yeah, I don't know why. But I mean,
you just sit out there. Oh.
yeah, I don't know. I feel like a little bit
no
of light
shame.
activities, but I mean, I could try it one day maybe.
No shame. Just get out there and
Just,
like a solar panel.
yeah.
But I like going out there, watering them. And you saw it. I have so many now. Plants, veggies, all this stuff. So I have like that shower head nozzle.
And then you're just chilling.
It's
grounded.
so relaxing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and then by the time I get done with that,
So-
I'm ready. Sometimes Daisy, it's crazy. Sometimes she showers me off out there. We'll just use that thing, and I'm like, it's like you're washing like a hippopotamus. So like, you know, they see in Thailand they wash the elephants. Yeah,
Dude, I was gonna say,
but it's nice.
I think having daily habits is also really good. Like, it might sound fucking boring, but I think just having daily habits creates a type of structure that really helps you, especially to those people that don't have like a 9 to 5, right? Because I don't know if you had it, but I've had some of those days where it's like you don't know what the fuck you're gonna do, and you're just like, I'm gonna wing this, and then the day goes by, and you're like, fuck. Yeah, I really didn't do anything.
Dude, 100%.
So I've been trying to also structure my days through like daily habits. For example, like from 6 p.m. to like 7:30, I'm out in my backyard cleaning, going on walks, and that's kind of where like I'm gonna put my phone away. It's like, you know what, this time is for me. You know, sometimes social media, dude, it's just like I gotta keep scrolling. I'm like, all right, this is my time for me. And but also in the morning, like I get up, what am I doing? Turn off my humidifier, you know, just little stretch, go on a walk in the morning with my cumbia.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude,
do a little yoga.
Trying.
No, dude, that stuff, it is important. Because, you don't have, like, a routine of, like, 9 to 5.
You don't.
So you can really get lost of, like, especially if you have that, which a lot of artists do, is, like, whatever we call it, ADD brain. Where you can get, like, decision paralysis. And you're like, I know I need to do this, I need to do this. You have 20 things. So then you're like, which one should I do? And then you end up looking at your phone.
And then you just, yeah.
And then you're like, I had 20 things to do.
And I didn't do anything.
Bro, what is your main thing to do to solve it? For me, I like to make a list on my notes app and like checking stuff off. But what do you do?
So what's worked for me is, because that happens a lot to me, where like, I'm like, all right, I got to do my dishes. And I know dishes probably ain't shit, but sometimes like they piled up.
Yeah.
And dude, sometimes I get bored doing dishes. I'm like, I got a shit tons of dishes to do, but then I'm going to switch it up with sweeping, come back, finish my dishes, then go mop. Dude, but I feel like it's one of those things. That's
the ADD brain.
But I feel like I pick like 4 chores that I gotta do, and I'm just like, all right, laundry, folding laundry, all right, I'm done. I'm bored. I'm not even done. I'm bored. Yeah. I'm going back. I'm sweeping. All right, I'm a little bit bored. But it's just like cleaning time, dude.
Yeah.
But I gotta switch it up, because I end up just like, oh shit, what is this? And then I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna put this, and then I completely forget.
So if you do one thing at a time, it doesn't work as well. You gotta like.
And I do that with painting a lot. I do that a lot with paintings. Like, I have multiple projects at the same time because I can't. Like lately, I've been doing a lot of wash. I've been doing watercolor. I've been doing markers.
I've been seeing those. We'll put I'll put one up here of a recent one because I saw that. I
was gonna bring it. I forgot, dude. I completely forgot. It was a small one, but
yeah.
But
oh, shout out.
It's Lucinda Moreno's calling.
Shout out.
Sorry, I'll call you back. She's probably like, this motherfucker. What was he saying? Painting. So yeah. I've been multiple mediums because I get bored easily. Like, it's one of those things where like I'll get really into it, and I'm like, all right, watercolor, and I'm like, you know what, it's getting a little bit boring. Let's switch it up.
Yeah.
And also, I feel like you already picked one of the most hardest careers out there. That's being an artist. So why stick to one medium? Stick to one single style. And shout out to those people that can actually do that.
Sticking to one style.
And one medium. I'm like, damn, how do you guys do that? Like,
I know.
why not just, not talking shit, but why not just be fucking creative without any limits, you know, like go
I think
crazy,
that's just how
go crazy.
they're built. But for me, I'm like, which might be a detriment. I don't think it is. Some people say like you should stick to one because then clients will know you from that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Which has some merit there, but
it makes sense.
I'm the same way. I get bored. I do so many things, which could maybe lead to like you don't have like a distinct voice. You know what I mean?
And I feel like I don't have a style, but certain people are like, no, you got a style. I'm like, I don't think I got a style. You know?
Like Michael Jackson wasn't doing rap songs and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe he was in his free time. But you know him a certain style. There's something to say about that. But then also there's like Lady Gaga. She has a bunch of different styles. You know.
I think it's also like the cops.
Shoot, they're blowing up Sunny Slope. It's not Sunny Slope. You don't see the cops rolling by.
It's always sunny in the slopes.
Hope you don't see my license plate.
What was I gonna say? That fuck, man. See?
Multiple styles.
Yeah, multiple styles, and I think it's pretty cool. Also, like I said, when one artist focuses on one, and I feel like they get known by that style, and then they're like, all right, now that people know me, I can switch it up. I've seen that a lot too. You know?
Yeah.
But I mean, there's also people that just stick to that one style and they can ride that wave for a long time, and good for them. But you still got to get creative within that wave.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's kind of like the thing I see that's cool is like people that do like a distinct style people know them from, they keep evolving that. Because we've seen it. People that stick to one thing, I think people get, you know, it's like everything. You can't watch the same episode of Seinfeld every day. Yep. You get kind of bored. And so you got to... I think you got to keep reinventing that. You could keep that same essence to it, but keep reinventing it because I think that'll turn it into something better.
Yeah, 100%.
Like those forest one or like the jungle paintings I was doing. I was like, this is gonna be a style I do for a while.
Which one was
it?
it?
After like the jungle Thailand looking ones.
Yeah.
Because in Thailand I went there. I'm like, I'm not doing any work. I'm just gonna like let myself relax. I had so much fun with Daisy, and I'm like, but I'm gonna let myself open to like experiencing stuff, and like hopefully it'll give me a new style. And it kind of actually did, because it would like let my brain like relax. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna do these for a while. After I painted like 4 of them, I'm so bored of doing them. Yeah, or like I don't know. I just like need to do other stuff.
But I also think consistency works a lot too, dude. Consistency, like one after the other, like that also like people recognize you for that.
Because you get better each one. You're like, you figure out that one color that just added that extra pop.
And then but I get it, like staying consistent to an idea can be so hard, especially when you're just so fucking creative. That the last thing you want to do is be in the box, right? So that's how I feel.
Well, it's like doing those chores. Like if your brain is wired like that,
bro,
you're never gonna be able to be like, I'm gonna just stick to this style for the rest of my life. Your brain, it's just not. So you gotta like work with the hand you're given, and turn it into into lemonade.
You do.
I feel I'm the same way. But there's a handful of artists that will tell you like, nah, people gotta know you for a distinct style, and that's cool too. And I think they have.
There's also no right way of how to do the art. That's the other thing. Like there's
absolutely.
I feel like I've seen so many artists have. I mean, especially now with social media, like you can
tell people rules.
You can blow up overnight.
Yeah.
I think the most important thing is as long as you're staying creative.
And we gotta wear yoga pants.
And you're wearing yoga pants. You know, back
no
view.
Shade to that.
Back view. Stick it out a little bit.
We wouldn't fit in them.
Dude.
I eat too many In-N-Out burgers.
But going back to that, it's like there's no right way. You know, I know sometimes people will walk up to you and they want to know your blueprint, but I feel like there's so many ways, dude. And like the more you talk to artists, the more that you see the way that they got into art. It's like, oh yeah, my brother was an artist and I kind of saw him and I got inspired. He stopped doing art, but now I'm doing it. And also like, I think the art community out here is so friendly, dude, that like all it takes is for you to be like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go walk up to those people that are painting a mural. Maybe not bother them too much.
Yeah.
But but like, hey, what up?
And did you paint this?
Yeah. Are you painting this? You this one? Yeah. Get in, draw stick figure. Yeah. My life depended on it.
Yeah, all those things work well.
I mean,
yeah, I can't even draw a stick figure. Did you paint this?
Oh, my friend's an artist.
Did you freehand this?
My friend's an artist. Yeah. You want to see? Yeah, let me see that. Oh yeah, he's good. Fuck
yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, I know what you mean. Most people are very friendly. You go up and talk to them, you're gonna get.
And just stay creative. Like, but what I mean, like, stay creative. It's like I've also noticed a lot of artists. They kind of get a little bit bummed out, upset that they're not getting the attention they deserve, even though they're an artist, right? Yeah. But I'm like, dude, you gotta create. Like, people
find your lane.
Like, yeah, like people kind of know you're an artist, but like you said, like if you don't stay relevant, people forget about you, and it's just one of those things. They're not gonna do it on purpose, but like, it's almost like, oh, because I saw it a lot when Miguel Godoy invited me to a collab to assistant on it was
who's
Miguel Godoy? I'm pretty sure no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Should we put his IG up?
Yeah. Let's
shout him out.
He's a great artist. We did a mural with Edgar, him and I, and it was the farm at South Mountain. And before that, I never did any flower murals, right? That was a garden mural, and we did a bunch of flowers. And the moment I did that, people were like, "Oh, you can do flowers," and they started like, I did paintings, I did more murals. So that's the other thing. It's like it's almost like people gotta see you can actually paint it, even though 100%. You know you can paint it, but people just gotta see it visually. Be like, "Oh, this you can paint a Buddha. Oh, this guy can paint flowers. This dude can paint cars."
Yep.
You know, like it's
100%.
one of those things. Like people just gotta see it. You gotta put it out there. But just create, even if it's just a fucking little doodle, share it.
Yeah. And I think like the opposite side of that is if you're doing a lot of projects that you don't like doing, like if you're posting those, people are going to keep hitting you up for that stuff, you know? If you're doing it well, people are going to keep hitting you up for that. So like, I think there is like something to say about, you got to be careful about stuff you post, because that, if you're doing it well, people are going to see that, hopefully, and people are going to hit you up for that type of stuff.
Yeah, that is true. You know, also like there's no shame on that. You know, like there's a lot of people. Like I feel like a lot of artists do a lot of Airbnbs.
Yeah,
you know, like
I've done a ton,
and they definitely they pay the bills. They pay the bills.
You gotta keep buying paint.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You gotta buy canvases. You gotta buy spray paint. It's expensive.
There's a lot of art that work that I also don't post. I've also like I've know for example spindles.
Yeah.
I know like.
Shout out.
Dude, there was so many Airbnbs that were stealing like her murals, like straight up copies of
hers was flagrant. That was a flagrant.
Yeah, but like, so there was a few owners that had a bunch of Airbnbs and they were just copying her murals. Like they were paying another artist.
Compliment too.
But
you don't feel it though.
Dude, like they hired another artist and I'm sure like, I'm sorry, I don't know who this dude is, but he did such a poor execution of those murals. But
I did see it.
You know what I mean? But it's like, fuck.
Because they don't want to pay her price.
Yeah. But I'm like, all right, that's the other thing. Like, you just, there's so many consequences, good and bad, from posting your art. And now, especially with AI and all this new technology, like, dude, you can only do so much to stay creative and keep your art safe. Yeah. But that's the other thing. Like, I always tell people, I'm like, if you want your artwork to be so safe, don't post it, don't share it, keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
It's more like be open and just kind of know, like, even if you paint a mural and a little 16-year-old has a spray can and is going to come and tag it, be okay with that. Like, it's just that's part of the game.
I think that's like, I mean, 100% true. But like, that's why you should always keep reinventing yourself, because if you stay in your bag, if you stay like improving and you stay like growing and always like changing and like whether it's a style and you keep improving on that, or you just keep switching it up, like you're not gonna have like people need, if they're gonna keep following you, like they're gonna have to go at a fast rate, you know. So like, you're gonna keeping people on their toes. So it doesn't, to me, I'm like, it does. If somebody copied and I've never had a situation like Spindles, because that one was like a pure copy, and where some people I've seen complain about it. It's like, well, you're complaining like somebody did a hummingbird or like a butterfly and you did a butterfly. It's like, well, everybody's, people can do butterflies.
Yeah, well,
you don't own that, but hers was like down to like
every single thing.
This cactus with this color, the lettering, and then the positioning, the boots, I think there were too.
Yeah.
It was a lot. So that one is like very flagrant.
But going back to what you just said, I think that as a community, we gotta come to an agreement that we gotta stop painting fucking hummingbirds. We already paint, dude. It's May, and we already painted like what, 15 hummingbirds out there? Come on, we gotta do something a little bit different. Like, fuck, paint a fucking cardinal. Just something else, right?
Dude, but you know what it is?
I get it.
You know what it is, though? It's like the client says, I want a hummingbird. And it's like, get your money. I
know. I'm just hating a little bit.
I know what you mean.
But
I know what you mean. I'm sure, like, dude, how many, like, desert scenes?
Cactus.
You know what I mean?
Saguaros.
We're back. Yeah, so I think, like, if somebody wants, like, I think now, and I've painted so many, like, basic stuff, especially when you're starting. You're like, oh, the client wants this. I'm not gonna give any pushback. I'm not gonna. It's like they want that. I'm gonna paint that. I've had so many of those. I can't lie. I'm not gonna. But lately, if somebody's like, I want a desert scene, I will push them in like a direction, in like a way of like, no, this is gonna be sick. And that comes with time of being able to like know
execute it.
What's gonna look. Because dude, if I would have done that in my early days, it would have not looked good. And like theirs would have been better. But now I'm like, okay, you want a cactus desert scene? Okay, let's do it this way where it doesn't look like everything else. And it's gonna look better. And we're gonna do like a twist on it. And I found that to be a little bit more like, you can still get those jobs, make them look sicker than what, because you're the artist.
Yeah.
So like you should be the expert in this. And I'm not saying I'm expert, but better than when I started. And have a little bit more like, better ideas and a better I could visualize it better now. I hope so, but I think that's something as you get further in it you should start doing if you want to keep taking those jobs. I think the goal is to get to a place where people hit you up for you do your idea. You do your ideas. That's harder than it. That's harder than it looks. It's harder than it sounds. And
I think it was Isaac that said it, right? Where
dude, I got bit by so many mosquitoes out there.
I think it was Isaac that said it, where it's like, even though the client's giving you like creative freedom, it's like, no, you know what you want, like, kind of like
that happened to me so many times growing up.
I had a client in December that she threw me an idea, and I was working on it for like 2-3 days, and it was more like, nah, this and that, just going back and forth, and the fourth day I wake up, and she's like, hey, Chroma, actually,
the wake up text is a rough thing.
You know, actually, that one it wasn't bad, but it was like, all right, fuck it. She did something on her own in ChatGPT, and she's like, you know what? I fucking love this. This is exactly what I want. And I was like,
talked with the board of directors.
And I was like, you know what? I mean, she's paying me really good money. I'm not super proud of this one. I'm not even like sharing it. Yeah,
no shame on that.
It. And it was one of those things that I was like, you know what? I'm just going to make this client happy. Because I've been going at it for 3 or 4 days, and I feel like sometimes they say they're giving you creative like freedom, but they're not, because you're not hitting the nail, you know?
Yeah.
So I think,
bro, most of the time you're working for a client, like if they say creative freedom, like push back on that. Because like creative freedom, you want me to do an ocean piece? You want me to do a jungle? You want me to paint you gotta like
bring him
a tag?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like what? That opens up to too many things. Like unless you, and that is where I think having like a specific style, like you kind of that does help, because like you have creative freedom. Now if you have a big enough portfolio, I think then they're like, all right, we like this piece that you did. Use your creative freedom and make it something different. Yeah. Then you have a framework of like what the subject matter is. Because dude, we've all had those ones where it's like, no, we want you to do what you want. You give them a design, you spend hours on it, and they're like, actually, no. And so
this is kind of what I want.
It is better sometimes with clients when they're like, this is kind of like the theme we want.
Yeah, it's easier.
Have creative freedom with that.
It's so like hard for you to just.
We want a bear. Have creative freedom with that. That makes it so much better.
Narrow it down for them to like, I get you.
Yeah.
But like I said, we just got to pay the bills. So it's like, hey, whatever you want, you're paying, I'll pay whatever you want.
Yeah. And I think that, I don't know, going back to the thing about like putting yourself in a box as an artist, I think a lot, like, it's an easy thing to do of like, this is the type of artist I am.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I do these, like, and then you get into a spot, if you've done it for a while, you're like, I'm only going to do art, you know, I'm only going to do art that I like. But I think, and that is a good spot to do, to get to. But like, I personally don't think there's any shame in being like, okay, I do these client projects, those pay my bills. I'm still like gaining experience. I'm still like, there's always something you learn in every painting you do. And then I'm gonna do my murals that are like my own design things that I like. I'm gonna do those too, and hopefully like that those become more. But there's a space as an artist where you're in that where that is your life, where you're like, I gotta pay the bills with these, and then I'm gonna continue to do these ones that are like more of my expression. That's art. I think every artist goes through that.
I think the city of Phoenix needs a little bit more of that. Like, I feel like we need, as artists, we need to control a little bit more of what we put out there. And by that, it's almost like, hey, you know what? You don't even have to get paid. Like, go and fucking paint something that you really want. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
You want to pause it?
Bro, no, the Lotte guy, it happened with Isaacs too.
Oh, yeah.
The Lotte guy, bro.
Damn, I don't even got fucking change.
Yeah, bro. Dude, I got bit up by mosquitoes, and I don't know, probably when we were in the backyard. Hopefully they're not in here, because we do have the garage door open. Probably. This is not a studio, this is a garage, but I call it my studio.
It works, it's both.
You know what I'm saying? Your piece that you did on Grand.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that was like your self-expression.
Shout out to AB.
Dude, that one.
That one's good. And bro, that
one was so cool.
That's the wall that a few months before I fell and almost fucking killed me. So it was like a 12-foot fall.
Oh yeah, you messed your face up, right?
That's
the money maker too.
The ladder was in an A-frame, and I didn't lock it. So like, as it was spreading open, it got wobbly, and dude, I was all the way onto the top.
The gorilla ladder?
Yep. Oh. So it was probably like 10, 12 feet fall, dude. So it goes back, and I go forward, and then the side of my face lands on the leg of the ladder.
Oh, the top part.
Dude, like I went from being Mexican to Mongolian, dude, in 3 days. Like I just went like, I couldn't really eat. I couldn't eat, dude. I could not eat.
Mongolian grill, dude.
I was just like, the way I would eat, like I would just open my mouth, and I was trying to chew, and dude, food was just falling, and I was just like, dude, I'm so lucky to be here.
Wait, like, so you had the ladder like
A-frame,
this, right?
It was an A-frame.
And it wasn't locked to the top?
No. So
Or the little ones?
So no. So you know how like when it's in an A-frame, you gotta lock the top so it doesn't open. So I was all the way to the top, and as I was on the top, the thing started spreading.
Oh,
and as it spread, I felt it. It got wobbly. It went back, and I went forward, dude. And my face just like...
Oh, dude, there's an old infomercial where they had those, like, you probably see it's a very viral video, like early YouTube. But there, you know those ladders where they would, like, they could make, like, weird shapes with them?
No,
there was. It had, like the gorilla ladders, but it had, like, multiple spots.
That it was, like,
and there's a guy in a suit, and he's on it. And he's like, see, that locks in place. All this stuff is very secure. He gets up on it, and it's like this. And he's in the middle, and it unlatches and just face straight.
So really, see, now it's locked in place, okay? So really, you say,
oh God, Harold, are you okay?
Actually, I didn't have it locked.
That was probably me.
But, how long did it take to heal up?
Like 3 weeks. I had a black eye for like the longest time, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I still feel like a little bump somewhere here.
Dang.
But, you know.
Did you go get it checked out or just?
Hell no, you know.
I seen this guy in the gym.
This
is one of my gym, the gym homie too.
Toughing it up. That's all I could do.
Yeah.
And after that, I was like, you know what? For a moment, that wall defeated me. I feel like it was the fall, you know, and I was just like, fuck, man. Like, it really got to me. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck this. Like, I need to shake this up and just get back to it. And I invited AB. You know, I don't know if you guys know AB. We need to share his Instagram. Great fucking artist.
Put it right there.
He's been doing a lot of, he's a tattoo artist.
What's his IG?
AB Inc., I think.
Okay.
You know, I think it's
Put it
AB
up there.
Big shout out to that homie. And he's getting into murals. I don't know if you've seen his work lately, but that dude's killing it. And I know he's going to be one of the best ones if he keeps working like that.
Let's go.
We just split it. We went in halves. And Yeah, I think that piece
Oh,
came
you
out
did it
really
together?
good. Yeah.
Oh,
we
sick.
worked together, and like I think that piece came out so nice, dude. I love it.
Yeah.
And I'm you know, just excited for what's coming up next with Just.
Yeah.
Is curating that spray and play. So
Yeah, spray and play coming out.
how many artists?
Mural
10?
Fest.
So
Just created it. Giovanni.
So we
doing a
got-
Mural Fest on Grand Ave.
So we got Price, we got Clyde,
Shoot, I don't want to forget anybody.
Rami. I know we got Ashley,
Let
we
me
got
look it up.
Shell Shaker, we got Smokey, Caruso, and I. It's 8.
You got that? I think you actually hit it.
Yeah. I think it's.
I hope we didn't forget anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, Clyde. Oh, Max.
Oh yeah, Max. Fuck.
Clyde, Max, Ashley,
Forgot about
Price,
Max. I'm sorry.
Stella, Isaac, the Chroma, and Adrian Ramirez.
Yeah, I forgot Max. Max is there too.
Yup.
Dope artist.
Yep, so that's going to be cool. That's going to be cool. Right on Grand Ave.
And
Okay.
that's gonna be from June 8th to the 12th.
I think so.
Yeah.
We'll double check on
We're gonna share some info too, so you guys can check it out. It's definitely gonna be a fun one.
Okay, so let's let's go back. Let's take a
Where are we
let's
going
take a
back?
ride back.
Let's go.
Okay. What's your starting place as becoming an artist? Or like if you want to get into like you're growing up, take us back as far as you want to like a good starting place that
Okay.
has a story.
So I think for me,
Sick question.
I knew I wanted to be an artist since I can remember, bro. Like, and the reason why is because I grew up with a single mom. Mom was always fucking busy, you know, like working and.
Dude,
Thank
single
you.
mom, that's harder than
super blessed to have.
talk about being a mural artist. A hard job. That's a hard job, dude. That's not even
So-
close.
So I have this very vivid memory, dude, that like I remember showing my mom one of my drawings and she was like, "Oh my god," you know, like one of those little, and it clicked. I'm like, "Fuck! If I keep drawing, mom gives me a little bit of attention, you know."
Yeah.
And dude, from there it sparked something in me that I was like, you know what, I need to keep drawing. And dude, ever since then, my
So
mom
that was
has-
the first.
I feel like that
First
was like
thing.
the first thing that kind of sparked. Like I'm like, dude, you gotta keep drawing. You gotta keep making art.
I'm always interested in that of like, because I think every artist has that thing that's not monetary, like money wise,
no,
but that
no.
first thing where you're like, I found
Yeah.
value, especially as a kid, like
Yeah,
finding value in yourself and like people like me for this.
Yeah.
That moment.
It clicked.
I think every artist had those, and I'm interested in when that
that's-
happened. So that was the moment with your
That was the
mom.
moment that I was, and I think this was in kindergarten. That was a few years ago.
Was she just like, that's sick, I'll put it up on the fridge?
Yeah, and I mean, she didn't even hang it in the fridge, you know. But it was one of those things that it was just. And I know some people are like, poor Chroma. I'm like, no, dude. Like I'm saying this not from a victim like mentality, but more like that was my journey and that needed to happen. And I'm so blessed that that moment affected me so much that I was like, I was born to be a fucking artist.
So
I've
what was
never
what was
doubted.
that moment?
So for me, it was like from there, it was like, dude, nonstop just creating, doodling. Like I wouldn't even pay attention in class. Like fuck math. Like
Yeah.
I want
I
to
think that's
doodle.
most artists. It's
I want to
like,
doodle. And as I was getting older, it was more like, you know what, I can draw a little bit. And I just knew that like it was kind of like an expression for myself, right? It was one of those things that like, oh yeah, everybody knew like I'm the guy that draws in class and.
yeah.
But I think it just kept it alive where I was like, hey, Ma, check this out. And like, I feel like my mom has seen all my progress, bro. Like when I'm done with a piece, I take a picture. I'm like, hey, Ma, look. She's like, it's almost like a tradition, dude. Like my mom's been like my biggest fan. She's been my biggest supporter. And I remember there was a point in time where like, I stopped going out. I was like, you know what, fuck the party scene. I don't want to do anything. I just want to stay home and draw. And she was starting to get worried. I'm like, hey, you don't want to go out with your friends? I'm like, I'm good. Like, I just want to.
Yeah.
And, but that's
Your
the
friends are all like, what are you doing? You loser.
No,
You're
but,
like,
but dude, I was.
I'm building something here.
I think, and obviously that was also the hard part, right? Like when you're not getting attention. Back in the day where there was no social media, dude. I remember when I first started posting my art on social media and like 1 or 2 likes, and I was like, damn, I just invested like 10 fucking hours.
And then there was an era with Instagram where like my paintings that are absolute just dog doo-doo would get like thousands of likes.
Bro.
There was like a weird era there. And now like I'm like, I think this one's better, but it's like I'm happy to get over, 200.
Yeah. And that's the thing, dude. And it was just one of those things. I'm like, okay. And I just kept it going. I was like, I know I'm an artist. I remember I had a period of time where I kind of stopped the art to go chase a 9-to-5. And I was like, you know what? Just being upset that like the art career is not really going the way that I wanted to go. And I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to go. That was so miserable, bro. I was beyond miserable.
What were you? Okay, so when was that? So you as a kid, let's take it back. You as a kid, you remember your mom.
Yeah.
And do you remember like the painting you did, or was it a drawing?
It was more like a little doodle. I don't really remember what it was, because I know it was in kindergarten, that's for sure. But I just remember it was like a little doodle, that you just like, hey, check this out. And
moms are so good at that, of like being like I feel like if you're blessed enough to have a mom that would like instill that like hope in you, that like even if they were bluffing and being like, you're amazing, bro, that does something it's like, thank God for moms, man, that are like that, like.
And for me, I take that as an example, and every time I can support someone on their art, because I know there's a lot of people out there that are trying to do the art thing, and they're like so insecure to like share some of their stuff.
Artists are sensitive. Comedians, artists.
The moment I can just share it and like throw like a good comment, like fuck yeah, why not? Like, 100%, dude. I even sometimes try to defend people that are like doing the pouring art. They get a lot of hate. I'm like, bro, stop hating on them. Like, let these people cook. Like, let them fucking cook. Why not?
Yes. Okay, so that was like first thing into art. Do you remember the first, like, okay, so you go through school. Do you remember, like, was there an art class that you took? Or, like, when did you think, like, or was it even as a kid where you're like, maybe I could do this as a career? When was the first time, so you had that with your mom as like the first time we're like, oh, art is cool. She told me I was good at this. What was your experience like growing up with art? Like past that?
So in high school, I was drawing, and I was growing up with the Hispanic community, Okay.
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in North Phoenix. I went to Greenway High School. Around 39th Avenue.
We're going to put their IG
right. So I had a lot of friends that they were like, hey, you should get a tattoo machine. I was like, I don't know anything, I shouldn't. They're like, you should get a tattoo machine. So I was like, oh, I remember it was called Superior Tattoo. It was like on the I-17 in Northern.
What age was this?
Dude, I was in high school. I was like
maybe 16?
14, 15.
Oh, okay, like 9th grade.
Yeah, and I just went and got myself a kit, and dude, I was carving my friends, dude. I was just like, next. I remember we were
that like Friday nights?
Yeah, I remember we were having parties, and I was just tattooing people. Like, people would just show up and be like, what do you want? I was like, I want a Jordan logo. I'm like, $15. I'm like, all right.
But dude, I think that's the thing, like, I think every artist, and I'm curious about this with artists, because this is like that thing that gave you like, and it sounds corny, but like social credit.
Yeah, it was a little bit of that, and to be honest with you, that's when I was like, oh, this can actually be a little bit of a career, right? And actually, dude, my work was dog shit, especially in tattoos. Like, I can't believe people trusted me. Like,
what were you doing? Like hearts?
Dude, people's names. People wanted, but like I said, they were really bad. And
do you have any pictures of them?
I don't. I'm so grateful I don't.
Yeah, we don't.
Also, like,
I don't want to show that.
I didn't. I think I had one of those flip phones that you couldn't even take a picture. Like
little Nokia, Razor.
So after that, I went back home. I went back to Mexico, and I was there.
What city, Mexico? So
I'm from Cuernavaca, Morelos, which is south. It's like 2 hours south of Mexico City. It's called the City of the Eternal Spring, dude. It's the spring of Mexico. Like,
they have cenotes there.
We don't. The cenotes are like in south of Mexico, because we don't have the ocean. We're like right in the heart of Mexico, dude.
Heart of Mexico.
And
cool.
That city is where Hernan Cortez established themselves. So it's very colonial. Like when the Spanish arrived to Mexico, that's kind of where they established themselves. And like it's a very beautiful city, man. I love it. It's very jungly, I'm surprised we don't have
real
monkeys.
jungle?
Yeah. big trees. I'm surprised we don't have monkeys, but
Oh, there's no, because I know in like Playa del Carmen, Cancun, there's a lot of those monkeys.
That's a lot.
There's none out in there?
None, dude. None. It's.
Do you have the agoutis?
No. So the thing is, it's very. How do I say this? It's like it's a forest, but it's a little bit of tropical. It's a little bit like we get so much rain, dude. We get so much rain that obviously like it changes like the little bit of the forest vibes. And so I went to school there.
Fruit trees and everything?
Yeah, all kinds. We get all kinds of avocados,
I
like
wonder why no monkeys
mangoes,
out there.
bro. Yeah, that's the thing. They probably went extinct, but I wouldn't be surprised. But
Okay.
so I went to school there 4 years. And after that, it was like, you know what? I
Is
did
that high school?
No, that was college.
Oh, college. Okay,
That
you
was
went
college.
out there.
And I
What
did
are you studying?
graphic design.
Sick.
So I did graphic
Was it a
design.
good school? Like, did you like it?
It was a shitty school, to be honest with you, but I think it was so shitty that it inspired me to like get to know more. Cause the way they would teach us, it was like they were just half-assing, you know. And I was like, you know what?
Like strict, like you didn't get into art for all these rules, and they're giving you rules. I
think-
felt like that with a couple art classes.
I think also what it was a lot of people that weren't really doing design. It was more like, hey, I know the tools of designs, and I kind of, like you said, I kind of know the book rules, and and here it is. You figure it out.
Yeah, it's almost like a accounting class or something.
It was
like
pretty
that.
much that, dude, and it inspired me to go online and like do
no
my
imagination.
research. And I was like, you know what? But I was always more of an illustrator, so I feel like I inclined myself a little bit more into that.
Okay.
So when I got done with that, I did some work in Mexico City for some graphic design studios. I was there,
Sick.
but oh man, I don't know that there was that.
Like full time?
Yeah, dude, I was a graphic designer, and I was.
Any pieces you were proud of, or was it like logos or
Yeah,
what were you?
it was most of that. We did a lot of work for Nike. I know we had Coca-Cola. There was like big clients, but obviously,
cool.
I can't say it was my work because I was working on their studio. So
Working
like,
on a team.
so like none of the work that you do pretty much belongs to you. It belongs to the studio, right? So it's not
Sure.
even like because you're getting paid hourly, so it's not like hey. But I did a lot of work for them, and
So wait, are you on like when you're doing a logo for like a company, whether it's Nike or it's just like a local company?
Mm-hmm.
Are you in there being like, I think we should change this, or are they letting you do it, or are you talking with the client and being like, what was your role there?
So it kind of depends on the project, right? But obviously you got your art director, and they're usually the ones handling the client.
They're like the boss.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you like sometimes most of the time, like I said, well me, I didn't really have contact with the client, and
Okay.
a lot of them is just clients that just keep coming back to them. But most of the time it was like, hey, we got this project, this is the scope, and this is what we're doing.
Okay.
And you as a team, it's pretty much all right. Let's brainstorm. Let's bring this together. Let's
Yeah.
break it down. Let's bring it to life. And then you go to your director and be like, hey, this is the proposal. This is what we got. And then as a team, you work together. Interesting. But then
Okay, was each person doing the design, or were you guys working together? I'm so curious about that because that's interesting. Because even working with other artists can be tricky.
So it depends, dude. There were some people that, like, for example, they weren't really doing logo designs.
Okay.
They were more like editing like the structure of like, because there's this other thing where it's more like a text,
Like how it's gonna
like,
print out.
Yeah, and all of that. So it kind of depends. Where I was working at, we had two illustrators, and like
Okay.
we
So
were
it wasn't
kinda,
like a group of 20.
no, but I mean, it was a big team, but like, it's almost like you're broken into stages where like, it's almost like, hey, here's the logo, and then you're the one that's in charge of designing like the flyer, right? So you don't gotta
gotcha.
worry about like, so it's just as a team, you just kind of come together, and then
Okay.
the director is like, all right, here's what we got, and they go and talk to the client. They're like, hey, there's the feedback we got, and this is the changes we gotta do, and you're just like, done.
And good experience. What was your thoughts on it?
I feel like because I was just very inspired by illustration, and I was so limited to, because graphic design it's also, I want to say, very
Rigid.
square, dude. Because I mean, at the end of the day, like you
You gotta
said,
make every letter and every like design clean.
Because even brands already have certain standards where like
For sure.
it's their branding. You
You gotta
can't
use
be
these colors.
you can't be too creative. You got to stay
Yeah.
within like their branding, you know. So
Yep.
like I said, like it's also great that I'm being creative, but you're also very limited. So I call it the golden cage,
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
like you're a bird, you can fly, but you're in a cage, but it's golden though, you know. So it's like
Because you're doing something that's like I
it's like,
dreamed of doing stuff like this,
but you can't really.
but the limitation.
the golden cage,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. yeah. Shout
so-
out.
it got to the point where it was too much, man. I was like, you know what? I'm starting to be miserable. I'm waking up and I'm just angry. Also, like the art director, the way he's not very artistic that I want to say, because I feel like a lot of people that just get to that point. I might be wrong for saying this, but I've seen it a lot where like they don't go through that. It's more like, oh yeah, this is my agency, and like I just hired this guy, and he's the one that's gonna direct everything, but. There was a lot of misses, man. You know, we would hit sometimes, but there was a lot of misses, and it
Where the
was like,
client was mad.
yeah. Well, it's more like we weren't landing the projects as good as we could, because obviously you got someone that's guiding you, and that's your art director, right? That's your director in general.
Yeah. And he's the final say.
So he's, yeah. Like you can be as creative, but you can be like, fuck no, like that shit looks like trash. And I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
fuck. But
I feel like having that constraint as an artist in general, where you're like, I have somebody that is gonna tell me whether this is good or bad, is just more than most artists can deal with. Because the best art comes from like yourself, like this is for me. And when somebody tells you the thing that you did is trash,
yeah, it's more
that
like,
immediately, like, at least for me, there's some people that can work under that pressure. Most of the time, for me, it's like that shuts me down to where I'm like,
but you gotta shake it off, man.
Yeah.
I also call this one the wet dog attitude, where you just gotta shake it off. Don't take it personal. A lot of times,
Yeah.
it's not about you. It's not even about your creative skills. It's more like the vision.
Yeah.
One
working
thing,
towards a goal.
for some time I was door knocking, and that's kind of what taught me this attitude where like, dude, don't take things personal. Sometimes
Yeah.
those no's have nothing to do with you. Like they're not.
And you,
They got nothing to do with you, dude.
and in sales, I did sales.
Yeah, like it's more like, no.
I was door knocking to put like
Fuck you.
the
No
what's it
soliciting?
called? The house. What's it called? The house numbers. Like their the house number. What's
Yeah.
it called? House number. Like
For the address?
19213, the house number on like the street. I was
yeah.
going around. Address.
Yeah.
Whatever. What? Why can't I not think of that word? It's called the house number, right? Or like the address.
The address. I'm like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The address.
Crazy. That's a hard word. I would go around, knock, and be like, "Can I paint the address?"
Oh.
Like when I was a kid, and we
Yeah.
would spray paint it on there with a stencil.
Yeah.
So I would do that, and then the sales stuff. It's like every no.
Yeah.
It gets you used to no's because you're like you learn like every no is closer to a yes.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
And it's always a numbers game too, dude.
Yes.
It's always a numbers game.
That's an important skill to learn.
So it was
Not get too like
No,
build a hard skin.
You got to.
Not
and-
take it personal.
No, and especially with your art, because it's your passion, like you said. It's like, hey, I'm pouring my heart into this, and like,
It's hard to not take it personal.
yeah. But dude, sometimes like you're running a fucking business. Like, stop, cut the bullshit.
Yep.
Go paint something for yourself, where you're pouring your heart into it. Because that's the other thing. It's like, okay, so you're so busy, but like, are you doing something for yourself? Because I know a lot of artists. I'm not gonna mention them, but it's like, oh yeah, I haven't done anything for me. You know, I'm like, yeah, you need to go fucking paint. Like,
like paint for them,
Yeah,
not
go paint
just
for
like
you,
a
like,
client project.
also like,
Yeah.
stop the bullshit. You got time. You got fucking time. Like,
Always have time.
you always got time. And I'm
Yeah.
not saying like go and create this big fucking 5-story building mural. Like, go doodle something for yourself. Like,
Yeah.
let that out, because
Yes.
that self-expression, being in a golden cage, can be a lot for your nervous system, man. Like that's
Yes.
no, you can't. You gotta like.
Because the reason you started art is because you wanted to get something out, and
And
that
then-
sounds all like theatrical and
No,
fairy-like, but that is true.
That's what it is, dude. It comes down to that. Like,
and when you just get stuck in client stuff, which can sometimes
we're
be
grateful, but
Oh,
still,
it's awesome.
but still, like you gotta like.
You gotta still,
Yes.
and that'll improve your client work too. You know what I
That's
mean?
you gotta do. Just.
Okay, so you were working at the graphic, so you found like your voice, or not voice, but you found like your start with
Yeah.
art with your mom. You did a little bit in high school, like people. You kind of learned like people liked your tattooing stuff,
Yeah.
and like that kind of got you like. It was just cool to have people appreciate it. And then you work in graphic design. Where do you go after that?
So after that,
And what age were you there?
I was done by the age of when? Like after the graphic design?
Yeah.
No, that was after college, right? So after
Okay.
college, I got done with graphic design. So I think it was like, what, 22?
Was there anything in those years before that is like should be noted? Like your earlier years, maybe something that was like you sold your first piece. Were you painting back then?
No, so before, so all the time that like, all the way to high school, even though I know I was an artist, it was more like pencil work, sketches.
Okay, a lot of
you know,
drawing.
like, and I feel like every artist has that.
I like that
stage
too.
Where it was just like, hey, I'm just like doodling, but
For sure.
I feel like you're an artist, but you're not taking your artist roles very serious, or you're just doodling on your free time, right?
That was like the purest form.
Dude, and it's so nice because I've seen so many artists.
You weren't even posting it back then.
And it was just for you, and it
Same.
was almost like it was like a diary. Like you wouldn't even
You still have
share
those
it.
books?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Somewhere in Mexico, they're there.
Oh,
But you weren't
okay.
even sharing those, right? It was like just for you. It was like, hey,
Yeah.
I just
or
got
your
home.
friends.
Dude. It was like I just got home from school, and I was gonna doodle.
Yes.
So it was just that.
You go in your own world.
And then the high school part was kind of where like people got to know me. I was a little bit more artistic. I did tattoos.
Autistic?
That too.
Oh,
Autistic. Artistic and autistic.
Okay.
Both.
Yeah.
2 in 1.
I think
Two
we-
birds with one
I think
stone.
we all are a little.
Ah, fuck yeah. And so once I was in
Need
high
some more
school
water.
and I got done with high school, I went back to Mexico. I did the graphic design. But once I was done with graphic design, I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm going back to tattoos and just having a little bit more fun. So a buddy
Okay.
of mine.
After graphic design, you got into more tattoos.
I was like, you know what? Fuck this. Because it was too much, man. Like the whole corporate world. Also, like, I don't know.
The
who's-
graphic design world was too much?
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Also, like, I don't know who's been out to Mexico City. I know, like, you can be there, you can be like, oh, yeah, this is fucking nice. But being there every fucking day, it gets to you, bro. Any big city will definitely, like.
Big city. So you didn't like that
No,
big
no,
city stuff. 'Cause
so-
I've heard Mexico City is like awesome.
It's great, bro. But, like, doing that every
cool
single
art.
day, I also feel like you're enjoying it from a very touristy point of view. But,
Yeah.
like, when you're doing that every day and, like, I mean, I think 16 million people live there.
It's
You know, that's a big.
I've always wanted to go. So I've been to different places in Mexico, but
We're
I've
gonna
wanted
have
to go to Mexico
We're gonna have
City.
to go to Mexico City one of these days, dude.
So you lived in the city, like in an apartment?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
pretty much there. But like I said, it was too much, and
Yeah.
then kind of went back to my
Like
home
scary
state.
crime stuff? Or like was it just too much like
It's a big
just the bustle, like
dude,
a
it's-
beehive?
That's it.
And it was too because you're
Dude,
more of
there's-
like a chill
yeah,
person.
like
You're
a
not really
smaller
like
town vibe.
go to the club tonight. You're not
Dude,
that type of
like,
guy.
I think when you're experiencing a city,
I'm not either.
That's 16 million people. Like like you don't need a car, right? Because the whole
Yeah. Kind of like New York.
Yeah, like you ride
people
the
don't
subway.
even know how to drive.
You ride the subway, like, but dude, all that energy exchange and seeing millions of faces, like, bro, it does something to your soul. Like, and I know, like, people are like, yeah, I love living in the city. Good for you, but like, there's nothing like a good like nature could you know
Yeah.
do to your nervous system. But
That's why I think Arizona's so cool. I like Arizona.
It's
'cause
growing,
it
but,
has
like, we
so
get-
many different. Like you can go to like the popular spots, and then you can also like an hour away, 2 hours away, go snowboarding.
Yep.
You can go out to like Salt River. You can go to
Yes.
like
We got a
the
lot of-
lakes, go
Yeah.
fishing and stuff. So wait, does Mexico City? Is it like a like what's the city like? Is it a diverse city like New York?
super diverse.
Or like, what is it? Is it like expensive to live there? Like New York, obviously super diverse.
There's-
Like they have all these little like pockets of
Yeah.
communities, and then it's like expensive.
So I think Mexico City has all kinds
There's
of
art and
Dude.
comedy and
So
like performances.
there's-
Madison Square Garden. So what is Mexico City
So
like?
there's something about Mexico City, and like so many people from all over the world go there because one, they can find labor cheaper. They're in their countries.
Yeah,
So dude, there's like a big.
they can find labor cheaper.
Yeah,
Okay.
way cheaper. And there's sections, pockets of like. It's not like an Asian district, but like you have a lot of Asians, you know, and like
Yeah.
dude, you got like the little you got the expensive areas, like, and they can be very fucking expensive. That's one
And
thing.
like fancy,
Dude,
and like real
I feel
elaborate.
like people think like, oh, it's Mexico, because what you're used to seeing in movies and stuff, it's like the very poor side of Mexico. But like, I just want to let you know, like, I know Mexico has more oil than the United States, right? Like, if we really wanted, and we didn't make the oils private, Mexico would shit in so many countries, dude, when it came to oil.
I've heard, dude, yeah, Mexico. Every time I've been there, I love it.
I mean, it's so corrupt. That's the only thing that sucks about it. I wish it wasn't, but
Even Mexico City has
yeah, dude,
corruption?
100%. Yeah, like there's corruption
Kind of makes it
everywhere.
fun, though, right?
I mean, to some extent, like you can get away from getting a ticket, you know, like
Yeah.
here's some money.
But Americans, or I think maybe everybody has like an idea of what a country is. Until you go there, you don't really know.
And then you're like, oh, that's not what it is. It's
Yeah.
something else.
Or you talk to somebody that lived there.
Yeah, that's the other thing, right? You experience living there, and you're like, oh shit, like this is. It's great, man. It's great because you get to talk to so many people, all kinds of people, and then, like I said, it's a big fucking city, bro, and it attracts all kinds of people. So.
And were you dating people there? Like,
no.
Like, what's that like there? Do you guys? Is it the same thing as like? You go out, like hey, do you want to go get a coffee? You want to go get a drink? Or like you go out to the club? Is there like,
dude,
obviously clubs
yeah.
is like in every city, drinking.
Dude, fashion.
Probably
dude,
some
bro,
other thing.
Fashion in Mexico City is insane. Like, people don't fuck around.
Like high tier.
Bro,
top.
fashion in Mexico City, like, you'll get on the subway and people are fucking fresh.
Like Korea type stuff?
Yeah, bro. Like, that's one thing. Like, and then I'm not saying like rich, fancy, but like just good taste and
people
fucking
dress good.
fashion. Yeah, fuck yeah. You show up there. Like, that's another thing. Like, people really show up. But yeah, like, yeah, you know, when it comes to like hanging out with everybody, like so Mexico City is really not that big. It's more like vertical, you know? It's not horizontal, like everything just building up.
Okay, yeah.
But the thing about it is, like, when there's no traffic, you can go across the whole fucking city in like 30, 40 minutes.
Oh, really? So it's not that.
It is. No, dude.
Not that wide.
But during the day, when there's fucking traffic, it can take you up to 5 hours. That's how bad it is, dude.
Damn.
Yeah, like it just
So, yeah.
So
Just
you know,
gridlock.
like, it's very big. It's a big fucking place, and it's almost like I feel like it's so hard for you to even get to know every single street. Like it's, dude. I remember like riding in a taxi, and this guy have been driving in Mexico City for like 40 years, and he's like, yeah, I still get lost. It's
Dang.
so fucking big, bro.
Dang.
Like, it's so big, like, and it's not like it's structured here, right? Like right here, it's just like it's a grid.
Yeah.
In Mexico City, the way I see it, it's more like it's like a shattered plate. It's just like
Streets going this way, that way.
There's
Oh,
no.
wow. That's exciting,
Yeah,
though.
it's fun. Like I said, I think we gotta go, dude. I've been talking to. I've mentioned it a few times. Where like we should get a group together and we should go paint over there. You know, we should bring Clyde. I know Rami said he's down. Adrian Garcia, Ware. I know Caruso would be down. You know, just take a trip down there, dude.
Dude, I'd love to. I've always
go and paint.
That's one of the spots on my list. I've seen
that's
some
the other
really
thing, like,
fun stuff there. I watch a lot of travel
The
stuff.
street art about Mexico City, it's like no other. Like I mean, I know LA is up there. LA's fucking great, you know. But like, there's the taste in the art in Mexico City, bro, and like the big murals. Also, I don't know if you know, but like some of the biggest muralists come from Mexico. Like,
Dude, shout out Trash
you know,
Eater.
like,
I believe he's from Mexico
you
City.
know, like some of the biggest, but like we're talking about like Diego Rivera, Camarena, Siqueiros, like all those big artists, dude, that really, I feel like they were the pioneers in murals. Like I feel like there's also a standard to like how muralists from Mexico gotta show up, because you know, like that level's out there, dude.
You gotta throw down.
You know, that level's out there. So like people in Mexico City fucking bring it. Like,
Yeah.
they bring it, bro. Like,
That's what I
this
love.
shit that you see out there. It's like,
Dude,
fuck.
Even in the parts of Mexico I've gone to, incredible murals like on the side of the freeways, like on ramps, just boom. Beautiful pieces, like insane pieces.
Yeah.
Like super talented.
Dude, there's just so much fucking talent, which I love, because I feel like talent and competition, it's a must. Like, I think
it's
there
good
can be
to have
healthy competition, you know.
Yeah,
Dude, I
healthy
love,
competition. Yeah.
for example, like right now, I'm seeing a lot of the piece that Price is working on.
Yeah.
You know, and like I'm like, fuck, like that's gonna be such a good piece that you just gotta bring it.
You gotta
Like,
bring
he's
it.
bringing it. So it's like, you know
Yeah.
what? Like this motherfucker is actually gonna.
Price a gangster.
He's gonna be doing a dope piece. So
yeah.
I feel like
and it raises the city.
yes, it raises the standard. So I feel like now it's not that I'm forced, but dude, I want to bring a piece that I know I'm gonna be happy with because I know Price is bringing it.
Yeah.
You know, and like I feel like someone else, I hope someone else sees our pieces and be like, you know what, I gotta fucking bring it. And like I said, you bring the standard up.
Yeah.
Adrian Garcia was the one mentioning it. He's like, hey bro, I don't know who's gonna burn the piece that you and Navy did at Grand Ave, right?
Yeah.
Because obviously it's a free wall. Like I know that we got this project going on.
Yeah,
but,
that one was sick.
But it's one of those things where it's like, if you're gonna paint over something, like make sure you fucking bring it. Like
Yeah.
you just gotta bring it. And I think
Yeah.
that's what Phoenix needs. We need a little bit more of a competition.
And it's helping each other.
It's healthy, dude. It's healthy. Like
Yeah.
I'm not
And-
hating on you, but like go paint something for yourself, for the city, because we need it.
And do your thing.
Do
like
your fucking
don't
thing.
like that's one thing I talk about, or like we've talked about it a few times in the last episodes, but like effort is everything. Skill level is not skill, like especially in like galleries and things like that, or like when you're with friends, like or skateboarding. I always talk about skateboarding. Like effort is the thing that gets people hyped up.
Yes.
Like when you skateboarding, like if somebody does is like a pro, like you see them do a hard trick and you know they put effort in, that's awesome. And then you see some guy that's like newer, but it took him so hard to kickflip that like 3-stair, that effort is like something that's also like
It's
all you want to see is
passion.
like put that effort in. Like when you see somebody do something, especially in the public eye, like bro, that is how people see you. It's like, bro, if you get the honor to do something that's in the public, a public mural that people are gonna drive by, walk by,
Do it.
put
Effort.
that effort in. Like take the time, work on that design, and don't go like it's just good. Take that extra, even if it's an extra 3 hours, if it's an extra a day, put that extra work in because like that is a exact like reflection of you.
100%.
And it's gonna get you more work, and it's also gonna help the city that you live in. It's gonna rise everything.
It's gonna help out everybody.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
Not in a judgmental way, but like it is gonna like the better the art is,
But
in the effort sense, is gonna raise it.
And I think that like it's also our responsibility as artists that are kind of been doing this to really go paint for us. That's another thing. Like
Yeah.
you need to go do a free mural, paint whatever you want. Like Oak Street, man. Oak Street's a great example.
Oak Street
where,
was
like,
fun, dude.
people really
Thank you also.
No, I got you.
Thank you.
Well, that's the thing. It's like we gotta.
Chroma got me my spot.
It's also this I don't know, it's like ethics, you know, it's like this love that you gotta do where like at some extent, yes, we're all competing, you know, to stay and eat and whatever, but like you also gotta love the game, right? So loving the game also means like, hey, let me put you on this spot. Let's do this. Like, because I want to see you grow as an artist. I want the city to be respected more because I feel like city's such a big place and the art thing is really great, but like I feel like Phoenix, when it comes to the art, street art, it's very like we're down there, bro. We're down there because I think
There's some good.
But
what
I
do you
mean-
mean? What do you mean?
so. If you compare Phoenix to like New York, Miami,
Sure,
LA,
those are-
like, but like we
Those are
have,
three.
but we have the potential though.
bangers.
We have the potential to be there because
I 100% agree.
because we have amazing talent, we have amazing fucking buildings, but we're doing. I understand like
And
painting
there's so much
hummingbirds and
new
cactus are.
buildings getting
that's-
built.
But I also understand like painting the hummingbirds and flowers are paying bills.
Yeah.
But like I said, we
You gotta
also
kinda
have the responsibility of like, hey
Yeah.
guys, like the way I see it is like I gotta go find a wall where I can express myself and just keep bringing it.
Yeah.
That's what we need to do, man.
I agree because there's so much talent here in the artists, and there's like, and it's probably like this. I don't live in those cities, but there is such a cool group of artists here. Like that's why I think these people need to be like shouted out. These people need to be known, and also like you need to bring it on the walls. That's why I think that there's so much. I totally agree. There's so much potential with the people that are here to like make this like banger piece there, banger piece here, and then it raises all like a rising tide raises all boats. Everybody. The city business owners are gonna be like, dude, we're gonna want that piece from that guy that really like made an amazing painting. Like, and then it's everybody. It's like, oh, that company over there, they got an amazing mural. Now we want one. That like
a great example, Mac.
Yeah.
You know, like he started here and
El Mac.
Yeah, and I heard it from a lot of people I knew him. It's like, hey, he would just go out there and like paint his own murals, and I'm like. And guess what he did? He did his own fucking thing, and then it got to the point where like that dude's painting what he wants. Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm obviously.
Oh, he's one of the greats.
Yeah, so he has this style. Like I think he's to be honest with you. I mean, I feel like he's the best muralist out there right now.
Dude, his style is so unique. But then he also like switches. He doesn't just stay with like the same exact thing. He switches.
So creative.
But it has like an essence of.
Yeah,
even his style,
even the collabs he does with other people, like they're amazing, bro.
Yeah. And I remember the first time I saw it, dude, I was like, how were you doing that?
The other thing is,
and that's a cool spot to be.
I also think like it's so fucking important that he's from here.
Yeah.
He's known worldwide. It's like, hey, we gotta take advantage of that, man. Like, we have,
and rise up,
dude. People would die to have a piece in their city, and we have so many of his that they're just there. Like every time I drive by one of his, like I just gotta take a second to look at it, even though I've seen it 100 times. Like,
and why can't you be?
That's what I mean.
Not competing with him, but like you can be, like literally you can be that.
Yep. We gotta like bring that standard up, like a city, as a community. We gotta fucking do that, man.
And that's why, like that's why I respect you as an artist. Thanks. There's a good group of my closer friends of artists. That like everybody's just, I see them working. I see you posting, and even when you're not posting, I know you're working on stuff. Like I see you working on stuff, whether it's for a client or just for
for myself,
like for yourself, which is like
I know sometimes it's hard, but dude, I've been, like I said, I've been messing around with gouache, with markers, and I've been so creative lately, man. Like I haven't done that. I haven't been this creative in so long, right? Yeah. That it feels so good because. I'm getting to the habit where I'm like, you know what, this is my art time, and like I'm doodling, and I'm like, this is what I need.
You gotta build that. Once you have that habit instilled,
it's just, dude, it's like going to the gym every day. You're just like building muscle.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, speaking of creativity, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, we're still doing with the whiteboard. This is breaking it up. We on to, spin that because that thing, spin it.
So I gotta spin this?
Yeah, please. Because that thing takes a while. We got some Reds bearings in there. That thing takes a while to get, and then spin this one.
You gotta spin this one too?
Yeah, please. That thing takes a while. The Reds bearings, man, this should be an ad for Reds bearings because those things just keep spinning. You like my... I built this thing with the skate truck. Yeah, I was trying to get some roots to my.
Oh no,
my
bro! Is this a self-portrait? Fuck.
Let's go. All right, and it's only 15, 30, or 60 seconds. So
you know what I mean? It's so funny because I'm always talking shit about artists that do self-portrait.
Oh, dude, this is fate. This is fate. And Bryce got the same one.
Did he? I'm like, I'm never gonna do a fucking self-portrait. Like, I'm not this kind of artist.
Well, all right, let's just stop this. All right, dude, it's weighted, so I swear I built this thing. I swear it always goes to 60.
Fuck it, let's take 60.
We got 60 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Oh man, this is gonna be tough. Oh, that is rough. Oh my gosh. Holy. Interesting.
Interesting.
Oh, dude, I look like a Amish guy. Oh my gosh. Oh,
Done. I like yours, bro. You look like a
oh my god.
You look like one of
I look
those,
like a German dude or something.
They're like one of those South Park characters.
Yeah.
When they get all real, when they get the real face. You know what I mean? You look a little bit Asian.
Look like Terrence and Phillip. All right. Here's my trash. I think, Chroma, you want to show yours?
Yeah.
All right. Show the class. Show the class.
My mom said I'm a good artist.
Okay. Next up, we're going to have some rapid fire questions. All right. You want to go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay. I need to go to the bathroom.
Quick break.
All right. And we're back. All right. This next is going to be rapid fire questions. It's going to be rapid fire questions, and you're going to have to choose. Now, do you want a drink? Because this the rules on this, and I took this from Drink Champs. Shout out Nori. I love that. I really like that show. So we could drink, or you could just drink like a beer or something. Or we could drink.
Can we
liquor.
maybe pretend like we're drinking?
Yeah, you can pretend like we're drinking.
Okay.
Okay.
And then just pretend like I'm drinking my.
Yeah, put the what's it called, the sparkling water or something in there.
I'll just drink. I'll pour some of this. You can maybe edit that, and
Okay.
then like I'll just pretend it's.
Okay.
You can pretend you're serving one of those.
Okay. So we put gin in there. Shouts out. Okay, so what these questions are is if you don't want to answer it, you drink.
Oh fuck!
But if you want to answer it,
okay.
If you want to answer it, you have to choose one or the other.
Okay.
So it's going to be two options. You got to choose.
So
which one?
Either I don't answer it and I drink, or I answer it.
Yes.
Okay.
And you can give a description, but it's going to be rapid fire, so make the description sort of quick. Because in the last one we did, we went into conversations and it took too long.
Okay.
But but it doesn't really matter. If you have a long,
Okay, let's go.
you would just rock it.
Okay.
Oh, do you want to turn this back on?
Oh yeah, let me see.
We're putting up Chroma's paintings on here. Check them out. Your IG is Coloring the World, right?
Coloring the World.
Coloring the World. Let's go. Put it up here. All right. Look at that, man. Look at that, man.
Let me go back to the. I want to share this one. This is small. I'm just gonna go back to this one. All right.
All right. Brush paint or spray paint?
Ooh. Brush.
Brush paint?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Canvas or murals?
Murals.
All right. USA or Mexico? I'm just kidding. Okay. Oil or acrylic?
Acrylic.
Acrylic?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Projector or goggles?
Projector.
I'm like, what? Client work or for yourself?
For myself.
All right. All right. All right. Working with people or working solo?
Solo.
Solo?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that was it. Oh.
Either way.
Showing your art in a gallery or on Instagram?
Fuck. Instagram.
Instagram?
Yeah,
All
bro,
right.
I feel like-
All right. Well, you made it through.
They still
I
have
gotta get
one.
better at these
That
questions.
one. I feel like you gotta make it more spicy.
I know. I don't want it to be all gotcha like, and you don't have much that I could have.
I feel like you could still
Gotcha with.
you could throw them a little bit more catchy, like
Should I have thrown
fuck yeah.
some
but
spicy ones in there?
yeah.
Girls or guys?
Dude, you're like,
This artist or this artist? Some local?
I think so, bro. I think you can make it a little more spicy.
Shoot. Oh my gosh. All right, I need to maybe spice it up. I shy away, or like I'm not really like that in person, so it's hard because I don't want it to be like too much.
Yeah, too much background.
Here's another one. AI existing or no AI at all.
No AI at all, for sure.
Even with like emails, even with like Google search.
Yeah.
No AI at all?
Fucking AI.
Okay.
Let people go back to being stupid.
Okay.
Everyone. Fucking, including myself.
All right. That's valid.
You know, but
that's valid.
I was saying, I was reading the other day, like, autocorrect's pretty much AI, right? Like,
yeah, 100%.
Your phone, like
every Google search now is AI.
Everything's fucking AI. I'm like, damn, am I AI?
Ooh.
Who knows?
Hey, did you hear about that? Did you see that whale mural in Dallas?
Yeah, that was in fucking Dallas, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, like,
Wyland?
I don't know, dude. Like,
Wyland? He's a cool artist. He did one in Seattle that I love. I keep saying that. I hope that's him, but he paints a lot of whale stuff. Maybe. And there's one right on the like the waterfront in Seattle, and it's dope. There's no spot to paint it at. He had to have painted it from a boat.
Really?
Which is sick. Maybe a scaffolding that's in the water, but it's a dope mural.
That's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
Can you hang? Maybe hanging?
I forget if you could.
That's pretty dope, though.
Maybe could hang.
Like, what's his name? Hula? You know Hula?
Hula?
Yeah, Hula is I don't know if. I don't know. I might be wrong, but I don't know if he's Asian or Hawaiian.
Okay.
And he paints in a surfboard.
Oh,
so
sick.
as the water levels go up and down, I'm sure you've seen him.
I have seen that.
He's dope. He's a dope
paints
artist.
as the tide goes down. He's like painting it, and then and so like when the tide's down, you can see the mural. When it's up, you can't.
That's pretty dope.
Dude, that's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
What do you think about that thing in Dallas? Because there's like two sides. It's like, all right, new artists need to be able to paint stuff, right? Like new artists, like that artist that's painting that new thing, his family's fed. And then there's the other side, like his mural was for conservation, you know, of like whales, which I love the ocean.
Yeah.
I think that's sick, and I like his work. And then also, like, so many people obviously loved it. Like, it got such a backlash from, like, the amount of people that loved it.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like the kicker is like it's a corporation that came and took over.
Yeah, it's FIFA, right?
It's kind of like the antithesis of like the art. There's like an art world against the corporation thing. So, what do you think?
So, you know me, but I'm always gonna say, if you want your artwork to be safe, paint it on the canvas and put it in a gallery.
Yeah, literally.
Anything outside, it's fair game.
And his mural was also banged up with. There was some tags on some pieces thrown.
I understand like that it was for a good cause and good for him.
Or for
like,
FIFA.
Yeah, you know, but like.
Which soccer's dope.
But like I said, you know, and I feel like it could have been like anyone, but I just think like, hey, when it comes to, because I grew up in a place where like, obviously like, coming in from the kind of like the graffiti thing, you know, where it's like, hey, you're tagging, you know the rules.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's a lot of artists that don't come from that background, and it's like, hey, you got to respect my mural, and it's like, yes, but like your artwork belongs to the streets, and like even though that was a corporate thing, but like,
it's
kind of part of the game where like, unless it's your building and make sure nobody paints, but like, you know.
Yeah, anything I feel like out in public, like new ownership, right? They come in, they want to change it. Like, it sucks. I don't know how I would feel. I think like maybe he's been like, I don't know, the term gaslit has kind of been taken over by like, you know, the snowflakes. But like he has been gaslit by so many people being like, this is so messed up. How'd you take? So like I get him being like, actually maybe it is messed up.
Yeah, I mean,
and also it was a big mural. The city loved it, so maybe he's feeling like I gotta stand on that.
Probably, yeah.
So I totally understand that.
I'm the type of artist that I would have painted over anybody's fucking mural. I don't give a fuck. Like I don't care, bro. I'll just paint over anybody's. Like I don't care. Like,
dude, you
maybe
know,
I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, but
you know the artist Jex?
Yes.
He posted something, which is another aspect in this. There's like a group of artists that are like, nah, screw his art, because he's like a Trump supporter.
Who, Jex?
Wyland. Wyland.
Really?
I guess maybe at the
Okay.
time. I don't know what the extent
Yeah.
of that is. I
So-
actually think politics is really
Yeah.
dumb. I don't care about it. But he was saying, like, you should be able to screw, this guy's art doesn't matter because he's a Trump supporter. Whatever.
Yeah.
But that's just another. I've been seeing so much. I feel like if you're an artist, you see all this stuff on Instagram of like all these different layers, and then for every person that's like it needs to stay up, there's 20 people saying it's fine. Like that other artist got paid, so that's why it's like it's there's no right answer. I don't think.
I think you could be a golden nugget and people are still gonna have something to say about you.
Right.
You know, it's one of those things where like
Drake.
People are gonna have
people
opinions.
hate on him.
People are gonna have opinions about your artwork, whether it's good, whether it's bad. I'm sure there were so many people that hated that Will mural over there.
Sure.
You know, it's like, but it's also one of those things. Like I said, like it's public artwork, and like
Yeah, that's what I would think.
I-
It sucks and
I-
it hurts, but you gotta know that.
I also read.
Going
I
into
think there was it
public
was kind
art.
of protected, but I still think if it was protected, I'm like, dude.
I think it's been up for 30 years,
Let
too.
it go. Like
Yeah.
nothing's forever. Like,
I get being bummed, right? Like your piece gets
but
like
like,
up like yours on Grand Ave.
oh, dude,
They're doing the mural fest.
Yeah,
It's-
no, like I
and
think
you
that was a
handled
beautiful
that
piece.
like a
yeah, like I don't mind. I think that's.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
Same.
also me part of understanding. Like it's part of the game. I don't know.
yeah,
if
you painted just blaze. The next day you see somebody hit it up.
Dude, I don't know if you know, but that mural over there got tagged. The one Grand Ave, like somebody tagged it. It's small, but it's tagged, and I was like, "Fuckers!" But it's one of those things that I'm like, you know what? I ain't even gonna stress about it. It's just, it is what it is.
Especially if the tag's not good, you're like, bro.
But
Go do that in your backyard.
But that's the thing, though. That's what graffiti is.
That's the
what
reality of it.
street is. You
Yeah.
know? Like, it could be someone who just picked up a spray can yesterday, and that dude has big fucking balls. He's gonna be like, you know what? Fuck this mural.
Yep.
Good
Yeah.
for you, bro. Like, go
Yeah.
handle it.
Absolutely.
So
That's why you
no
want
hate.
no smoke with the graffiti
Yeah,
guys.
like no hate, no hate. You guys do whatever you want. But yeah, man.
Yeah, that was an interesting whole situation because it was like blown up for like weeks. The last
It's
few
been a
weeks
few
we've been
yeah.
seeing that.
I don't know if you saw it, but Mexico also did a bunch of murals for FIFA.
Yeah, there was one that was incredible.
Dude, there's so many. But I saw a video today where there was like 20 taggers and they're just bombing those murals, bro.
That's what people were saying about this other one. It's like
And like
their graffiti guys were like,
dude,
get ready.
Dude, these graffiti artists were painting it during the day. Like they don't
It's the
care.
name of the game,
That's what it
right?
is, like,
You got to know that, like especially if you've been in this game for that long, like
Yeah,
you got to
like-
know that graffiti guys could possibly hit it up. You hope that they don't on the sick mural, but then also
that's it.
it gets
That's,
covered.
you know,
It
like,
could get covered,
I
and
think,
that sucks. But it's
I think if you're very fragile when it comes to your emotions and your art, don't do murals.
yeah, because it'll rip your
Stay home.
dealing with clients. Even sometimes
Yeah.
will rip your heart out.
Stay home, paint your
Rejection.
canvas,
Yeah,
go try and apply for a gallery and show it.
yeah,
it.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, So, when did you start painting canvases?
So what happened was
And were you doing that before spray paint, or when did those two things happen? And
this
which
is-
one was first?
So, after the graphic design thing, some buddies and I decided to kind of join back in tattoo, and we kind of got like our own little studio. And at that time, he hit me up. He was like, "Hey man, I got this buddy of mine. He's a muralist. Would you mind if he joins the studio?" And I was like, "No. You know, also we'll divide the rent a little bit more, and like, it's good for us. Like, who is it?" He's like, "Oh, you probably know him." And I don't want to say his name, but he was the muralist that got selected out of. Dude, there was like a team of artists that went and painted the biggest mural in Dubai. He was one of them. So
In Dubai.
yeah, bro. Like so, he's an indigenous artist, so he blew up there. Like when he came back to Mexico after that mural, like he was right now he's one of the biggest muralists in Mexico. Like he's fucking big. He joined us at that time. He was kind of like blowing up. It was his moment when he was blooming.
Yeah.
And one day he's like, "Hey, you want to come paint with me?" And I was like, "Dude, I don't paint." He's like, "Come paint." And I was like, "All right." It took me a little bit of time to understand he wanted free labor, right? But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go paint. And it was weird because
Had that experience.
I wasn't really doing like painting before that with acrylic, and it was
Yeah.
more like I just jumped into one of his pieces, and I kind of found out that I could paint which is very weird. I'm like, oh, I can actually paint. I don't know what I'm doing, but I can paint.
And that was before you painted a canvas?
That was before I painted a canvas like that. Wow. And that was like the first time I have ever actually painted a mural. And I was like, oh shit.
You were assisting?
Yeah.
Wow.
And
okay, that's cool.
So he's like, why didn't you tell me you could paint? And I was like, I didn't know. Like, I don't even know I can paint. He's like, all right. So he started giving me more work, and I started helping him out more.
Yeah.
I did a lot of work with him, dude. And he was just a piece of fucking shit, to be honest with you. He was just a very douchey human being, you know, like completely lost his grounding. But to be honest with you, I got almost like the experience that I needed, because even though I was helping him out, he wouldn't teach me. He's like, hey, can you mix me this color? I was like, yeah, for sure. How do I do this? He's like, figure it out. And I was like, fuck. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, figure it out. So, dude, I was mixing colors for hours. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. But, dude, now I'm so grateful.
But that kind of taught you?
Dude, now so I see like a color, and I'm like...
He's a jerk, but...
But I feel like that helped me out so much, because from the beginning...
Maybe he knew.
Dude, well, this is the thing.
Like a mad scientist.
You know what it is? I feel like he was so douchey. That dude has no awareness of how big of an asshole that he is.
You took it in the right way.
I do, definitely, because I feel like I needed that, because the way he wouldn't teach me a single thing, bro. He was like, hey, let's paint. And I was like, yo, he's like, figure it out. That was always his answer. And I was like, fuck, man. But he comes from a school where, like, you don't, like, there's a big school like that where, like, they don't teach you. It's more like, you really want it?
Kind of
shit out.
Yeah.
And honestly, I paid a lot of attention. I figured a lot of shit out. And I'm like, okay, this is... And then I remember getting my first gig, and I was like, you do murals? I was like, yeah. And dude, I had no idea what I was doing. And I was like, fuck yeah. But I sold that confidence to the client. The client was like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
And then when I was doing it, I was like, I fucking got this.
Yeah.
That was in 2017. That was like my very, very first mural. And I did a few more that were very small, and then I stopped. I moved back to Phoenix in at the end, it was December 22nd, 2018.
2018, okay. That was a few years after I moved here.
So after that, what I did is, I really wasn't doing anything. I was just working at a print shop, which is down the street from here.
Working at a print shop, doing like screen printing?
Yep. And then actually it was until one of my buddies, my friend Dustin, shout out to Dustin, thanks for the invite, bro. He got a wall with the indigenous community at 7th Street in Roosevelt behind the Felix Smoke Shop. I don't know if you've seen it. Like, almost a lot of people got a piece there. It's this big lot, just has a piece.
Right on Roosevelt?
Yep.
Yeah, at Taco Boys?
Yep. So right there. Yep. So I got a piece. He actually shared me the wall that he got with me, and that's where I painted. Actually, I painted this one. This was like my very kind of first.
Let's check it out.
This was
I know I've seen it, but let's check it out.
This was kind of like my very first mural. He did the background, which is the Navajo pattern, and I did a hummingbird goddess.
Dude.
So that was kind of like my first mural, and it got me a lot of attention, dude. It got me a lot of attention from the community, and that's what kind of put me in the map here. And I was like, yo, and I was like, oh, okay.
Dude, so tell me, like, because I love that one you did for Walter Warehouse, I think it was. I don't know if you did it for them, but you showed it there.
Which one? I did.
It's like green.
Oh, the eyes?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then there's like a girl.
Yeah.
And there's a few that you've done like that, right? So, and then there's the ones at Pemberton. We'll talk about that. But like, what inspires this type of stuff? And is there anything, or is it? Because sometimes my art is like, I just thought it looked cool.
Yeah. So
is there anything deeper?
So yes. So this is a hummingbird warrior.
Was it the toad venom? I don't know.
It was after DMT, but this is the thing.
Okay. Let's dive into that.
In my hometown in Morelos, I'm from a small town called Huitzilac, which in Nahua, the Aztec language, it means water of hummingbirds. So we're the hummingbird clan.
So you should be the one painting hummingbirds.
So that's a big reason why I paint hummingbirds, you know? But more than hummingbirds, I paint humans dressed as hummingbirds, because to me it's like, no matter how small you think you are, you're still a fucking fighter, right? I know it sounds a little bit corny, but to me it's like, yeah, that's what it's a hummingbird warrior.
That's what I tell myself in the mirror
every day. You gotta just flex. You got this. You can do this.
Come on. Get that 135.
It's like that Shia LaBeouf video that came out on time. Like when he's like,
just do it.
Just do it. So I really try to represent my indigenous Mexica background through my art, dude.
And what is that background?
which is
like.
So we belong.
Maybe that's
to,
an ignorant question, but
so
we're sending it.
So we're Tlahuicas, which is a tribe that belonged to the Aztec Empire, even though we weren't Aztec. But we're part of the Aztec Empire, but we're not Aztec, right?
Okay.
And this is just, I'm gonna take advantage of this platform and just tell, like, almost every Mexican says they're Aztec, but they're not, bro. Like, there's so many tribes in Mexico, and the Aztec thing, it was more like an empire, you know? So it ran like, it had so much territory. So, like me, it's like, we're not Aztec, but like, we belong to the Aztec Empire, which is just...
Because there were so many different tribes.
Yeah,
some of them would fight
so
like
much tribes, bro. And
between
I feel like
each other. Like
there's so much ignorance in that, where people are like, oh, I'm Aztec. I'm like, yes and no, you know.
It's more of a geographical
yeah.
thing.
So this is what I try to do, dude. I try to just kind of like...
I've listened to a few podcasts.
Just, the what?
I've listened to a few podcasts
There's just so much history. And like, I feel like there's... Not that I'm hating or I'm trying to gatekeep, but I'm like, dude, if you're trying to go as back as that and you want to take so much pride and you're saying that you're Aztec, you do your research, you know? Find out where you're from, what tribes were there, from like your family's background is from, and like do
like
more
there's
research.
more than just the Aztec, Mayans.
Yeah, there's so much more,
Incas.
bro. Like I think in Oaxaca, which is one of the biggest, Oaxaca is one of the biggest states. And I think there's like 32 languages there, dude.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And it's all like mother tongue languages, which is like, Spanish is not even our main language.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the other thing. And that's where like my hometown.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's why like Spanish is, we adopted Spanish after we got colonized.
Sure.
But that's why like Nahua, which is the Aztec language, that's where like the name of my hometown is. Huitzilac.
Oh, okay.
And like, for example, hummingbird in Nahua, it's Huitzilin. Huitzilin. So we're Huitzilac. Water of hummingbirds.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, man.
Dude, interesting.
So that's why I'm painting a lot of...
that's cool.
So
that's
even,
really cool.
Even the one that I did at...
when I went to Mexico, went to Chichen Itza.
Oh,
dude, I was soaking up because that's so interesting like that. Because it was Mayans there.
Yeah, there's...
And like learning about that whole world. And they were even saying like there was like pockets. Like they weren't all... I mean, there was like that area where everybody would come to. And it was like a meeting area. But there was groups that you might call Mayan, but they were just separate.
So there's so many tribes, like even like for example.
At least that's what I feel like I gathered. I'm not a historian.
No, but like, dude, in Oaxaca, like what I told you is like there's some towns that are really close and they don't understand each other, because that's how separate like they were so segregated, and they have their own languages that like even within the state they don't understand each other, dude. You know what I mean? It's like
my wife's from Guatemala, or her family's from Guatemala, and it's like it's a different like dialect or whatever of Spanish.
Well, people say dialect. I like to call it language. I know it's like you need a certain people to speak it, call it a language, but I feel like that's just a colonizer term to be like, no, like your shit's not a language. I'm like, fuck you. What is it then? It's a fucking language.
And it's like so it's different than like somebody from the South talking to somebody from or somebody from Boston talking to somebody from LA. It's different. It's a bigger gap than that.
It's also like I feel like
it's like y'all, or
dude,
it's like sup, bro.
It's
or
the
like,
accents. Well, in Spanish, obviously, like here, like in English, depending where you're from, like you get the accent. Same with Mexico, bro.
Yeah.
But obviously
I feel like that's everywhere.
That's everywhere. But within the indigenous languages, there's so many. Like it's just.
That's cool.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's cool, because it's like that's what they talk to in their group, and I feel like that's what kind of creates a lot of the problems I think in the world. Is like 100%. People grew up in tribes where like everybody had each other's back.
Yeah, you take care of each other.
You weren't talking about this person on Instagram from across the planet and being like, dude, why are you doing this? And they're in another country. Like, you didn't have to deal with any of that. It's like
now. I gotta wait till they wake up so they can talk shit back.
And also, if you acted up, you had the fear of being rejected from the only group that you knew.
Bro, there was consequences.
So like, you didn't act up.
I mean, you still get canceled, but you know, like,
yeah.
I feel like you gotta be a big fucking asshole to get canceled.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, like.
Yeah, true. I guess now it's a worldwide cancel.
It's a fucking thing. You get canceled everywhere. So yeah, man, that's kind of what I try to do with my art, and I really.
So the hummingbird or like what would you call it? Like indigenous inspired.
Yeah,
art?
yeah. So like I said, more than anything, I try to like, for example, she's another hummingbird goddess that I painted.
Sick.
Just because for me, it's the hummingbird, man. I really respect that everybody has a special connection to them.
I do. That's why people like, because they're so sick.
They're so beautiful.
When they come in your backyard.
They're majestic.
When they're in your backyard, dude, they are so sick.
Do you know what I love?
I would be like, oh yeah, right here. I thought it was like one of those.
It's the bumblebees.
Those big the wood bees or whatever.
Yeah, the bumblebees.
Yeah, those big, the big black bees.
Oh.
I thought it was one of those, and then it was a hummingbird.
They're
Dude,
fat.
my whole day I was like, that was magical. So there's a reason people like them.
100%, and they're beautiful, right? And I respect that. But
They're so sick.
There's a bigger reason why
Makes
I
you
paint them,
happy.
You know, 100%, bro. But yeah, I try to represent just my people through them, and it keeps me grounded. It keeps reminding me who I am, where I came from, and where I'm going. You know, that's pretty much it, man. Just the hummingbird.
Do you know much about like your, I don't know, what the history of like your family's lineage? Because I know a little bit, but like, do you know much about it? Like, were they like? Because do you know much about it?
So
or were they into like psychedelics? Was there like?
So this is the thing.
Were they into art? Were they into like?
So my hometown was a military base for the Mexican Revolution, which is our biggest leader was Emiliano Zapata, which is, dude, that's the general, bro.
That's the general?
Yep, that's the general Emiliano Zapata.
Who did that?
That's one of my best friends, Johnny. But
Sick.
so Emiliano Zapata, what he did is he fought for the rights of indigenous people in Mexico, right? So
Sick.
because of him, about 95% of the population, bro, cannot own about 85% of the Mexican territory unless you're indigenous. So where I'm from, you could have all the money in the world, but the land's not yours. It belongs to us, to the indigenous folks. So we don't have reservations, but we have certain laws that protect us because of the Mexican Revolution. So
that's good.
So it's great, like, but you know, there's like,
is there problems with it too?
Corruption, bro,
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
But because of that, like, my hometown was a military base, and dude, there was a lot of violence. That's one thing that I know. Like, that was very for sure. So you know what happens when people get traumatized? They carry those certain like traumas and they pass them down to their kids.
Sure.
Let's just say I don't come from the most functional family thing, you know, like, and I'm pretty much grateful that I had the courage to follow the artist thing, because I'm the very first artist that's actually doing its thing, you know. So
dope.
I'm the 5th generation of bakers, man. So ever since I was little, my grandpa didn't have grandkids; he had workers. So everything bakers, bro, like
Sick.
bakers. So I grew up baking bread, like pan dulce, all that. It was like working at the bakery before school, going to school, coming back from school, and like elementary school, bro, like and working. Like, it was, like I said, my grandpa had workers, not grandkids.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty much that. But there's still a little bit of an artistic thing to the whole baking, you know. So I think I want to say that. So, but it was more like it's a business, man.
Yeah.
So I think it's that. I've noticed a lot of my family are very artistic, you know, but they don't really get to express that. But I've seen them, and they're very artistic, one way or another.
Oh, that's sick.
So yeah, man, just that's as much as I know from my family. And obviously, like, there's like my grandma's super white, bro. Like, she's super white. She could be your grandma.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But it's that European lineage, you know, that came over, and the Spanish established themselves there. So it's a mix. But I welcome, like, I love who I am, bro. I love that this is my skin tone. You know, I wouldn't change it for the world. Even like with my grandma, like, I got a lot of light skinned cousins too. Yeah. So it's more like I'm just grateful that I get to experience this. Yeah. And just enjoy it, man.
Yeah. I think it's cool to know like where your lineage came from.
Yeah.
I think it like teaches you, and it also can like influence your art. And like you could feel it more, like you feel that more deeply of like what you're creating. I think that's really cool.
That's the other thing. Like, one thing that I really loved about my childhood was that, like, my great grandpa, dude, had a bunch of land, and as he started having kids, he started like giving it to his kids, right? So my entire neighborhood was nothing but family. Like, my aunts were here, my cousins, like, dude, we were like 30 kids just playing in the street. And that street, it was like a private, like, alley that belonged to us. And that's kind of how it is in Mexico. Like those smaller towns, it's like, oh yeah, that street belongs to the Gonzalez, that street belongs to the Ramirez, this street belongs to, like, you know,
and all their family lives on that street?
Because that's
dude,
how
I think that's awesome.
They divided themselves. But dude, the thing about that, it's like, when you beef with someone else, then that's how family beefs start.
Oh.
Yeah, because you're beefing now. It's like, oh yeah, you like, we got in the fight.
It's almost gangs.
But now my cousin jumped in, and then your cousin jumped in, and then...
And now you're scared to live on your street.
It's a family, dude.
Oh,
that's very common too, bro. Between families.
Man.
Yep. That's very common. Yep.
Somebody's talking to his wife.
Yeah, you know what? That small town, big hell. That's how I call it.
Oh gosh. Is there like a lot of psychedelics in that community? Or I don't know if you could speak for the whole community, but is that like a popular thing?
It's not. It's not. Even though I grew up in a very
you know, some indigenous or
yes.
like there's a long history of like cultures that use psychedelics.
So
and stuff.
in my hometown,
it inspires art.
It's not. For example, a lot of people use marijuana as medicine because for us it's medicine. You know, like obviously society did its thing, and it's like, oh hey, marijuana's bad. But like I remember growing up, and my grandma had this big jar of marijuana with alcohol, and it's like, oh hey, like someone in the family had a bone fracture, and then we got cold temperature, and it's like, hey, my ankle's hurting. Oh yeah, here's some alcohol with marijuana. Do your thing.
Oh yeah.
But I got this funny story, dude. Because it rains a lot, we get a lot of mushrooms, tons of fucking mushrooms. So it's a very normal thing to people go and gather mushrooms. Yeah. So it's also a very normal fucking thing to people pick the wrong mushrooms. Oh, no. A lot of times, I know you know how spores work, right? And it's like, you can grab a good mushroom that's very eatable. Yeah. And like the spores from a different mushrooms that you wouldn't need will jump in this one, and you're like, oh hey, you know. And
they look so close.
Dude, they're so
identical.
And I love how they do that. So it's very common that people be tripping on mushrooms, especially, dude, we get a lot of rain during June. Yeah. So right now, dude, like, you know it. It's like
in the pastures.
It rains, dude. It rains. And like, I remember being a kid, and then like as a kid, you're like, yo, let's go fucking mushroom hunting. And dude, you grab your slingshot and you go out to the forest, and it's like, you gather mushrooms, dude. It's a fucking thing. But everybody knows about it, and like, you come back and the
tripping.
No, just
edible.
Just edible mushrooms. Yeah. I mean, I guess all mushrooms are edible. Some of them are edible once, but you know. Yeah. But either way, yeah. But like, the good thing about that, I remember being young, like being a little kid, and it's like, hey, let's go gather mushrooms, and you come back and sell them, bro. Because not a lot of people going like hunt for mushrooms, because you sometimes got to go the fuck out there, like in the middle of the forest, and find them, and obviously like you sell them, and dude, they're so good, bro. Yeah. So the funny story that I got from that is one time my mom and grandma went mushroom hunting. They come back, bro. My mom grilled those fucking mushrooms. They're some of the best mushrooms I've ever had, bro. They taste like chicken. Ooh. Dude, I had like 15 tacos. I just couldn't stop eating them. Ooh. And dude, an hour later, I'm like, Mom, my head's kind of heavy. She's like, yeah, mine too. Dude, I tripped on mushrooms with my mom and my grandma by accident. But dude, it was... See my grandma just be on mushrooms, bro? And the thing is...
Was it like good, or were you guys all... I mean, I'd imagine you'd be terrified.
At first it was a little bit terrifying, especially because you don't know what kind of mushroom you just had. You just...
Yeah, am I going to die?
Yeah, so... Yeah. My uncle finds out because he was there, and then he calls my other aunts, and they're like, no, we gotta take you guys to the hospital because we really don't know if these are poisonous, right? I'm like, all right, let's go to the hospital. Bro, in the emergency room in Mexico, it's not something where you want to be at, tripping on mushrooms. So with these mushrooms,
I feel like...
So with these mushrooms, I lost balance. I couldn't walk. Like, I know it sounds funny, but like...
Your equilibrium is just messed.
It was gone, bro. Like, I couldn't... Okay, so you know when you're drunk, you're like, it wasn't that. Like I was pretty. It felt like I was here, but I couldn't. Like I had to like. And then, dude, my grandma, she had a smaller dose.
You needed a cane. You needed grandma's cane.
So the thing is, they bring us in the hospital,
Got a
but they
walker.
only allow my mom, my grandma, and I, right?
Okay.
Dude, I was crawling. And then my grandma's
like a horror movie?
dude, I couldn't walk, bro. And they don't give you like, dude, they put me in a room full with a bunch of people. It wasn't like you get your own room. So
so you're,
dude,
that'd be so uncomfortable.
Dude, emergency rooms in Mexico are not what you think. And then
that'd be so uncomfortable.
And then, dude, I'm looking for my grandma. My grandma's gone. My grandma's just tripping balls, and she's all happy and skipping.
She's all looking at the art on the wall.
Bro,
she was having a good time.
Dude, my grandma was having the best time of her life, and now
she probably had her high school days.
So what happens is I go and look for my grandma, crawling all over the hospital. There's blood everywhere. There's people
like you're in the
up.
Revenant,
dude. My grandma was having the time of her life. My mom was having a bad time. She actually they throw that you know how when they throw that what's that black powder they throw in your stomach?
Carbon?
Yes.
Yeah.
So they did that for her. With me, they're like, you're fine.
Charcoal.
Charcoal.
Yeah.
And,
Carbon. That's in a fish tank.
And with me, it was like, dude, you're good. You're just gonna have to like sober up. They didn't give me anything. But dude, during that time, when I was in the emergency room, the dude showed up and he got shot. And I'm sitting across him. He doesn't have his shirt.
That was a nightmare.
No. I'm in the living room. I'm not living in
That's a nightmare experience.
No, bro. I was awake. Dude, in Mexico, the emergency room, once again, it's not what you think. He comes and sits across me. So let's just say it's this. And they got nothing but chairs. They got no beds. So this dude walks up. He takes off his shirt. He has holes, bro. And he just
Swiss cheese.
He's telling her story how he got shot. And I'm like, how are you alive? He's like, I think it was a 22, but I'm alive. And I'm like, and bro, there's people screaming. Like next to me, there was this lady in her bed. I will never forget that lady. I don't think she made it that night, but she was just screaming. She was in so much pain. And then there's this other dude.
You know what happened to her?
No idea, bro. Dude,
Were you talking to anybody, or
yeah,
were you
like right now? Yes, I was like talking to people.
Were you like tripping, like
both,
big eyes,
both? And this
making this nightmare stop.
And this was one of my first experiences with mushrooms. So I didn't do
nightmare blunt rotation.
Dude, this is the thing. Like an hour later, this guy shows up, and he was trying to stop the robber that broke into his house. And he got hit with a machete in his hand. Dude.
This is the same night?
Yes, dude.
So gunshot, machete, a lady that's freaking out.
But the guy with the machete, dude, his hand was just open. Imagine he's like, I guess he stopped the machete with his hand, dude. And he's like, look, dude, I'm tripping balls on mushrooms because I ate 15 tacos of mushrooms, bro.
Oh.
I couldn't even walk.
So you're in the...
I couldn't even walk.
Oh, gosh.
As I'm going through all of that, dude, it felt like I was there for like a million fucking years.
Oh. Were you in like a horrible place mentally?
Dude, I feel like... But you know what it was? I remember feeling the energy waves from the mushrooms. And I was like, bro, like, what is this? You know? And like, people talking, it was zoom. And I was like, whoa. And dude, so I feel like
were things moving?
Everything was, dude, it was one of the most beautiful mushroom trips I've ever had. Physically. Like mentally it was, but physically, the way I was just synchronizing with everything, I was like, oh shit. And that was like my first experience with mushrooms.
Oh.
But dude, like, by the time it was 7 a.m., they're like, yeah, you can go home. I was like, fuck you guys. Like, no.
Oh, you didn't want to leave?
Oh, fuck yeah, bro. That's the first thing. I'm like, I'm leaving. Fuck this place.
Yeah, because what, 5-6 hours, you're like, dude. Did you sleep there?
Yes, dude. I was there from 7 p.m. I was there for like 12 hours, bro. My entire mushroom trip, I spent it in there.
In an ER.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, bro. It was crazy.
Or urgent care or whatever. Oh, dude.
It wasn't even like I had my
own room.
I had my room full of people who got attacked, that were dying in Mexico. Not once did they offer me water. No, bro. Like, bro.
Oh my gosh.
My
Have
mom
you had
was-
good experiences since?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Good
Yeah.
and bad. I feel like there's
Have
besides
you had
that
like
one.
psychedelic experiences since?
Yeah, but I feel like besides that one, there's no bad trips. I feel
Well,
like
that's about the worst. Like they talk about set and setting.
yeah,
That's about the worst
it.
set and setting
it
you
don't
could have
get
ever
worse
had.
than that, bro.
You got a guy coming. I got all Swiss
Yeah,
cheese,
dude.
I got a guy with his arm, with his hand
Dude, I
cut
have
off.
those visuals in my head that I think they're gonna be with me forever. I'm like,
Yeah, 'cause
fuck.
after that, you can only be good from that.
Everything's good, you know. But yeah, after that, I was able to set with Bufo with
What is that?
Bufo Various, which is that
Oh, the toe.
5-MeO DMT. Yeah,
Mike Tyson.
that was
And a
good
lot
stuff.
of a lot of people
Dude.
like swear by that.
I think that one was like
It did like been used for ages.
hundreds of years, dude. And for me, that was more like a reset. It was like, I was like, wow, I really been a little bitch. I've been acting the victim the whole time when in reality, life is good.
It taught you that?
Yeah, in seconds, dude. I saw my whole life just flash by. I
Okay,
saw
wait.
things.
So why did you end up doing it? Is it something that you've been thinking about for a while? Was it spur of the moment?
You know what it was?
And this is something that you ingest?
You inhale it, like
Okay, you inhale it.
you through a pipe, and but before that, I've never really even been an alcohol user. Like I don't really drink that much. I love being sober. I like my suffering sober.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I think that's a smart,
and
that's a
I've never
strong thing.
I didn't really smoke weed, nothing, dude. I was always just very sober.
Yeah.
But I think I got fed up with life, you know, just certain things that happened in life that had me just really upset and bummed out.
Like
I was
that
very angry.
feeling of
Yeah.
like things are adding up and you're gonna,
Yeah, and I used to be a very angry human being. I'm not gonna lie to you about that.
That's
And-
so interesting because I
and-
feel like you're like everybody knows you as
Dude,
like
and the thing is,
cool,
I used to.
but sometimes those people like
that's what
are
it is.
happy people. Sometimes have like something inside of them that they're like,
So I think what happened was
yeah,
with how I grew up, just you know, like growing up in an environment where it wasn't that safe, and
okay,
it's like stop being a little bitch, and you gotta fight. You gotta physically fight because
like throw a band-aid on
yeah,
it.
dude. But you also gotta fight. You gotta throw hands with your cousins, because you're in a very like we love each other, bro, but it's a very hostile environment, you know, and it's always like survival of the fittest. Like
Sure.
so, I grew up scrapping, getting beat up all the time. So, and then I learned how to box when I was in high school. So I feel like once you learn how to punch someone, dude, and then being angry is not a good idea. Like those two don't mix. So
You're strong.
well,
You're a strong fella.
you know, I just think, dude, that once you learn,
I've seen you in the gym. You're a strong.
once
fella.
you learn how to punch someone, it's game over, bro. You could beat up anybody, you know,
Yeah.
but you can also get your ass kicked. But
And when you get beat up by a nice guy too,
Yeah.
that's when you know that it's like you
so-
deserve that shit.
So I think after psychedelics, it was like there's no need to be angry anymore, and
Okay, so
And-
you took it because you
Yeah.
were
I just think
You
I
felt like-
was depressed, I was angry, I was like fed up, bro. Like nothing was going my way, and I was like, you know what, fuck this.
and this was was this like a last
I
were you feel like you were like this is like a last like my last option, or were you just like I don't like how I feel?
I had no idea what
so
I
I'm
was
gonna
walking into. I just
And
I,
did somebody tell you about it?
I heard about
Or,
ayahuasca.
like how did you hear about it?
I heard about ayahuasca, and at that time I was very ignorant about it. It was like, yo, there's ayahuasca.
Because that's a popular.
Yeah, and it was like, and
It's almost become a fad now. But,
yeah, back then it wasn't that much, but
yeah, right.
But
But
it-
this is like years
dude, it's
and years
obviously,
of indigenous
it got-
tribes using it.
It got popular, right? But I heard
Yeah.
about it and I was like, you know what? Maybe this can help me. And like I said before that, I wasn't smoking. I wasn't really drinking. I was like, okay, let's
Yeah.
try it. I hit up some of my friends. I found it. And I went there and they're like, oh yeah, you're not doing ayahuasca. You're doing this thing called bufo. And I was like,
Oh.
what is that?
So you didn't even know you were going
No,
to do the
bro, I
toes
just showed
thing.
up. And they're like, yeah, this is
Okay.
bufo and it's DMT. Ayahuasca has DMT.
And you know the person?
Yeah, I knew the person. It was a
Okay.
facilitator. And I'm like, is this going to help me relax? They're like, yeah. I'm like, okay, I'll take it.
Is this going to
Bro.
be relaxing?
Dude, the moment that I hit that pipe, I was like, never mind, like, get me back. Like, I don't want to be here, dude.
So
That,
you had never researched like what it's...
No, I had no idea. I went in there blindly, like, without, and it was, dude,
Just because they said like you had heard
dude,
that
I
this
was
is going to...
so fed up that I just wanted something, you know?
Okay. Yeah,
And-
you were looking for some sort of escape route.
And I feel like,
An e-break of sorts.
dude, it was like, all right,
Yeah.
let's reset this fucking brain. And I remember seeing the pipe, dude, in my mouth.
Just talk me through that.
Dude, I remember seeing the pipe and going like this.
Was the guy like a dreadlock white guy, or were they like an indigenous?
Nah, he was I think what I liked about him that I really liked, it was one of my friend's brother. He was this guy that he was a little bit hippie-ish, but he wasn't like, I'm a shaman. He was like, yo, I just facilitate the medicine. It's here. You want it? Take it.
Were you in his apartment, or were you in a forest, or what was it?
So the place that I took it was his backyard, but it was like up in the forest. It was very it was a good environment.
Yeah.
But it just reset my brain, dude, and that's what I needed. And it was like, yo, I don't need to be angry. I need to stop being the victim of my own fucking environment. Like, fuck that. I'm gonna go create the life that I want. And dude, because of that, I feel like I'm here.
Okay.
I feel like I was able to be like, you know what, dude, I've been able to walk away from people, even in moments where like someone's talking shit to you, and you're like, oh yeah, fucker. And in that moment when I'm getting ready to say something, I'm like, you know what? I ain't even gonna say it.
And you feel that from that experience?
Oh, 100%, bro.
It's okay. Walk me through. So you don't know what you're gonna do. You don't know. You don't have any sort of bearing except for. Had you taken any psychedelics before that?
No.
Okay.
Just the mushrooms that one time, but dude, it wasn't. So to me, that DMT hit. I'll explain it to you. Like I remember seeing the pipe in my mouth.
So he tells you this is bufo, the toad venom,
and
which is a toad that's here in Arizona.
Yeah. So at that time I didn't know
it?
anything. Honestly, I didn't even pay attention. I'm like, all right, bro, let's get to it.
You were just.
I was like,
to
be honest with you, I thought it was gonna be like smoking weed. I thought it was gonna be like
4 hours or whatever, an hour, 2 hours.
But dude, I remember seeing the pipe in my mouth.
So you rip it,
and that thing was just like. And dude, it felt like someone just came in, grabbed my soul. And I remember seeing the sky, and the sky, it got patterns, and it started shattering. And it just
was it at night?
It was during the day. And it just creates this black hole.
Everything visually?
Yeah. And it creates this black hole. I got a video. I'll show it to you. And it creates this black hole, and I just get slingshot. Boom. And that dude. And as I'm going, bro, I'm seeing all these stars and all these planets. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this?
Were you scared?
Bro, at that time I was screaming for my life. I wasn't screaming, but I was like, never mind, like, hold me. Yeah, bro. And,
were you moving? Do you remember?
Yes. I was
you
moving.
were, okay.
And just my experience was like, you're just flying through the cosmos, dude. And
Did you see what was around you? Or were you just totally, everything changed?
Boom. It's just like
gone.
You know what? It feels like
a dream. You don't know, you're not in your bed. You don't know your walls, that painting's on the wall.
The way that I can explain, like, imagine this reality melts. And you're free falling into a black hole. And there's nothing you can attach. You're just falling, dude. And as you're falling, you start getting, dude, you're able to realize how small you are compared to the universe.
And change your whole idea of what reality is. It's like the only other time you experience that is like your dream, but it's like, go to bed, everybody goes to bed. But then you realize like reality could change. Like it's such a mind melter. Yeah.
Before that, I tried meditating, but I never got to a point where I was like, all right. And I want to say that I was able to reach on nirvana state.
From that experience?
In that experience, dude. I got
so scary at first.
And you're just traveling, and I feel like during that, you forget who you are. You become one with the universe, bro. You become one with the universe. And I remember landing in a spot where it was nothing but like I was
physically landing in a spot? Or like you?
Not me physically, but I remember looking for myself. I was like, where am I? Who am I? My family, my car. Like, I remember started thinking about everything, and they're like, that doesn't matter. You're home.
And somebody was saying that?
Yeah, like it was me. I was like, oh, I'm home. But dude, I was looking down, and I was looking at myself, but I wasn't looking at me. I was looking at the universe.
Oh.
So it was like I was just part of the stars. I was just this big emptiness of galaxy that I was just looking into myself and dude, for the very first time I forgot who I was, what I was doing, and I felt so much peace and so much love that I was like, yo, like, what is this? And I feel like I was there for millions of years, bro. Like, I feel like it got to the point where I forgot who my identity was, that I was human, that I was just there.
Like you remembered millions of years, or like
it felt
the experience felt long.
Like no, like so the physical experience was 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But like me being there, it felt like I just forgot about this experience. I was just one with the universe. Nothing mattered. No pain. No time. Nothing. Just calmness and quietness.
So you weren't seeing like the DMT. Wow.
Nothing, bro. It was nothing.
Black. Like, was it black or white? Or
dude, so
do you remember that?
Yes, this was a very light white with magenta clouds, and there were like some green like light in the background, dude. But like, no matter where I looked, there was nothing but emptiness. There was like an infinite view of nothing. And I remember looking up, looking down. Dude, I would look down and I was just like floating. But as I was looking down, I was also seeing myself, but I was nothing. It's a very trippy experience, bro. Like everywhere I looked, I saw myself, but I wasn't me. Like this physical matter didn't exist. Wow. I was just one, bro. One with everything. And
what'd you feel at that time? Like what?
So I feel like during that time, it's like you don't really feel anything because you're experiencing it so vivid.
Yeah.
Like I said, I feel like I forgot who I was. But there comes a moment where I feel like the DMT is fading. And I call this one like the free fall, where you're like, all right, like I'm going back to my reality. And as I'm free falling, bro, I went back to my mother's womb. And I remember my mother's womb right here, her heartbeat was just like boom, 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 boom. Dude, I felt the anger that she felt towards my dad. Being there was what helped me forgive myself for really hating my father, right? That was a moment that I was like, bro, this motherfucker tried his best. You're allowed to maybe be angry at him, but like, let this shit go. Like, what's the point of you holding on? Because this is just hurting you. It's not hurting him. We don't care about him. Like, let it go. I felt the way that my mom felt towards me, towards her pregnancy. Dude, it was just so healing. Because I love my mom, but, you know, like, this human connection is fucking difficult. Sometimes you struggle the way that you get along with people.
Yeah.
My mom and I are working on a relationship. It's not the best, but it has a lot of love, man. And I love that lady to death. And I'm so grateful that I get to have her as a mom.
Yeah.
But, you know, this human experience obviously shapes us in different ways.
Yeah.
But I was able to see her as a human and be like, yo, she loved you the best way that she could.
Wow.
You gotta let it go, man. And dude, I woke up and I was like, yo,
wow.
Yeah, dude. I saw things that from my childhood that I didn't even remember. I was like, oh, I forgot about that. And then you just come back and you're like, oh, fuck. Like, and then I feel like for me, it took like minutes to be like, who is this? What am I doing? What's going on?
Oh.
And then
literally like a perspective.
It's a whole.
What do you want to call ego death?
I really called that one a trip, bro. Like you're just gone. Wow. And I think to me, that's where the real experiences come. Like the medicine is not magic. Some people go in there and expect them to fucking change, but the reality is, it's gonna show you the ways, and then here's where you get to experience, right? Like I said, like. Getting into a discussion, into a disagreement with someone, and when that person's attacking you and you don't attack them back and just be like, hey man, like the reason why this person is talking shit to you doesn't mean you gotta like respond to them with the same energy. Like let it go, respond to them with love. That's your lesson.
Yeah.
Because I grew up in a place where I was like, oh, you're looking at me bad, like let's go throw it down. Like, let's go fucking throw some hands. I know how to box. I still got my ass whooped, but trust me, it didn't go clean, right? So it was one of those things where like I accepted that violence wasn't an answer anymore, and I was like,
yeah,
love is love, man. And now I'm here, loving you guys, making art.
Yeah.
Just enjoying it.
Dude, that's amazing. That's incredible. So that was that like a big shift in your life?
I was so happy that my family were like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm like, honestly, sit down. I want to explain this to you. Because they knew I wasn't like doing drugs. They knew like I wasn't that kind of person. So I explained to them what it was.
Because they knew you were in a tough space.
They knew I was fucking angry human. Bro, I was very fucking bitter and angry. They knew that, bro. I was the most... If we were walking across, like, I don't know, we were walking by and you saw me just kind of dog me down, I'd like, yo.
You'd be like,
what's up? Yeah, bro. Really? I didn't think twice. I was like, what?
Really?
I was like that, bro. Like,
were you like that when you were working at like the graphic design stuff?
oh yeah. I always
you were just
yeah,
like,
bro, I always had a
okay.
shitty attitude. Like, I didn't take shit from nobody. Like,
Yeah.
go ahead and fire me.
Just because you learned that was like a way that worked for you.
That's all I knew. That's
Yeah.
all I knew is I just knew how to be angry and I didn't know how to manage it.
Yeah.
So
and
my
after that,
dude. So my family saw it and they're like, "Yo, what the fuck, dude?" I would look at the trees and just started crying. Like I would synchronize with the trees, just look at bugs and be like, "Yo, what the like? Life is so beautiful, you know?
Yeah.
Life is so beautiful. I can't believe I've been so angry all this time."
It is, dude. It is though.
And
like,
then my family was like, "What the
like
fuck?"
plants grow from seeds.
Dude, life is
beautiful.
so amazing.
You can create a piece of art from
Nothing.
literally colors and cans or brushes, and
I love that I get to experience this.
Yeah.
So my family sees that and they're like, what's going on with you? I'm like, yo, so I had this thing, the MTA, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, okay.
Were they like, what?
Like a month
going
and a
on?
half later, I had a ceremony with like 20 members of my family and they all smoked toad, bro. Yeah. So,
No
yeah.
way.
So we smoked toad. I saw my aunts.
You do it again?
Dude, I've done DMT like 4 or 5 times.
Wow.
So, but that's been in like in a decade, you know. I think everything, the medicine is medicine for a reason. I know people that had ayahuasca like 50 times and it's like, bro, you're still behaving like a piece of shit.
Yeah, you can't just take it and then be like, I'm gonna be the same asshole.
You know,
when I
like
come
stop.
out.
You gotta fucking
Yeah.
take the lessons.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep scamming people online, but I'm
Let
gonna do
me tell them I'm a shaman.
yeah. That's incredible.
So yeah, I saw my aunts, my uncles, my cousins just trip on DMT.
Did any of them? Did they all have similar experiences?
They all had it, dude. I think the thing about DMT is everybody has their own experience. It's like when you take mushrooms,
that's what I've heard.
You know the shit that you got to work on and what the medicine
Mushrooms
show
will bring
you.
that.
You know, it's one of those things, and I feel like psychedelics are gonna bring you what you need to work on. Like it's not really. I don't want to make anybody.
And not like let's take this every day.
Yeah, no. I know people talk about like the DMT elves. I've done DMT 5 times and I've never seen anything close to that. Everything to me is cosmos. It's all like, but maybe I'm not taking the right one, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's it. We need to have we need to have a bufo session.
That's incredible.
I know there's a few artists out there that want to try it. So I'm like, let's get down on some bufo.
Dude, that's awesome. That's awesome. Do you okay, switching gears here. Honestly, incredible story. You make me want to do that stuff. But
We got to.
That's incredible. Do you have a favorite, like, okay, the whole world, do you have an artist that inspired you? Like one that you, because I think every artist, who knows? Do you have one that like, this is a guy that inspired me? Or do you have a list of ones that like, when you were starting, these guys inspired me? And you may have mentioned them before. Because I know you mentioned some cool ones from Mexico City.
I think I've had different stages in my life where I get really inspired, but 2 of the main guys that I can actually mention was one of them is OG Abel. He's a Chicano lowrider artist. I don't know if you ever saw the Lowrider Arte magazine. I don't know. Did you ever see that? No, it was a really big thing here, dude. It was like, before we had social media, you would send your drawings in there, and they would post them, you know. And it's like, oh fuck, having your art posted on Lowrider Art magazine was like the biggest flex you could have.
Sick.
I wish that thing was still a thing, but it's not. He was just a big Chicano artist, and his style was just like, whoa, man, you know. And actually, I remember one time he posted coloring the world one day at a time. And I think he was just one of his things that he said like randomly just, and it impacted me so much, man, that I was like, coloring the world, huh? Coloring the world. I was like, So it stuck with me. So
that inspired the name?
Yeah, so coloring the world comes from that.
Wow, that's incredible. I never knew that.
Dude,
I've talked to you a lot about some of these stories. I never knew that.
So it comes from that. So, but his whole thing was like coloring the world one day at a time. So with me, it's just like coloring the world. But it wasn't like, oh, I want to be like him. It just stuck with me for so long that like, and like I said, I'm sure like at that time when he posted that, it was just like, coloring the world all the time. But dude, that statement to me could just impacted me so much that I was like, damn, I'm gonna keep, and like until now I'm riding that wave. The other artist is definitely Mac. I've been a big fan of that dude since I think I can't even remember, bro. Like,
Same since I came to Phoenix. Yeah.
Like, I think
mind blown.
2014. It's been over 10, 12 years, and just seeing his
I came in
pieces.
2015.
Okay, so yeah, somewhere around there, right? It's like, wow, like seeing his work, and it was just, and I feel like back then he didn't have the attention he has now. So I feel like I love that I've been able to see his growth, and like from that moment just being inspired by that dude and seeing where he's heading, I was like, damn. I also heard he's a really humble human being, man. You know? I don't know if Sam from Sagrado knows him, Tudes knows him.
Yeah.
So he comes around. So
Isaac said he would see him paint, and he's just like a wizard.
Yeah, he's just
super talented, just kept working. That's what I see with everybody that's like super talented.
You gotta put in the work. You gotta put in the work, man. There's no way
you can't imagine, you know, social media kind of gives us a like illusion that you can just make one painting blow up, and it's like, well, what about the next one? And
you can't.
Yeah, and you got to put that work in.
You got to.
And it's work that nobody sees. And nobody sees for a long time.
And I think that's the cool part, that you gotta also know your worth, and that's either you make it or like you break it, or like you gotta keep pushing through that, because there's a moment in time where you might be the most creative human being and you think you develop a dope piece, and other creatives are gonna see it and be like, all right, man. And you're like, oh fuck, I didn't get the hype that I was hoping, but it's cool.
Most
it's
of my
good, dude.
paintings,
Like it's good. You gotta keep pushing that. Like, who gives a fuck if you got 2 likes? Keep creating.
And if you like it, you keep doing that, you're gonna eventually everything's gonna improve.
100%.
As long as you like it, everything improves.
Keep fucking pushing.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So okay, first time you were in Phoenix, how did you get involved with like the art scene? Because I met you at Pemberton.
Yeah.
Pemberton. That was the first time I met you. How did you get involved with the art scene? Because I can't remember if you worked with Isaac. I think you worked with Isaac at that mural. At the what's it called? The big surf spot, out in Chandler.
Is it Rebel? No.
Yeah, Rebel Surf.
Rebel Surf. Yeah,
right?
Yeah, I think so.
But it's that big, like they have the wave out there.
So
they've got like
before
it's the biggest mural in America, or in
Arizona. I know he's in Arizona.
So biggest mural in the world.
So
biggest mural in Arizona.
Dude, I just kind of like started coming around. Like I started following people on Instagram. I'm like, I would stop by and like see people that were painting here and there. I'm like, hey dude, what's up? You know, like stop by, say what's up. Just kind of like reach out to them on social media.
Like where do you go to Just Blaze, or?
I went to Just Blaze like
downtown
in 2018, I think, but no, not really. I think after that it was more like, I think the biggest connection was Pemberton. Obviously, that's why I feel like what brought everyone together, right? Yeah. Especially that group chat and just connecting. Yeah. But before that, I didn't really know many artists. It was more like social media where I would.
Yeah, same.
I feel like we knew each other, but we didn't really know each other.
Yeah.
I met Isaac at a photo shoot that we did. I got invited by someone. Stuff? I wish. We would have made fucking money. It was a photo shoot for a few places in downtown Phoenix, and the funny thing is, like, we didn't make the cuts. Like, they cut us out, bro. Like, you can see our hands.
They saved those pictures for themselves.
You can see our hands. You can see his back, but you can't really see us. And I was like, damn, all right, I guess. But I mean, I still got, I think it was 150.
Okay.
Gift card.
First modeling gig.
I was like, damn, that's not bad. So, I don't know, I think it was fun. And I feel like that's where him and I connected. And we just kind of stay in touch. And then I think he slowly started seeing my work. And then he invited me to Rebel. I was like, yo. And I feel from there, Pemberton happened. And then that's kind of where, like, everyone just connected. And dude, I like
Pemberton
to talk.
was so sick.
And
that was a fun gig. It was like, I think 100 plus artists. That's the first time we were painting on the opposite walls of each other.
That's where we pretty much met.
Yes. And the first day, I was like, we didn't really talk. And then one day I think like I creeped.
You scare me, bro. That one
creeped
day,
in.
you scared me. I was like, who the fuck is this?
You're like, who's this little white boy?
Yeah, I was like, fuck.
No, but it was, yeah. And then we started talking, and it's been love ever since.
Yeah, dude. And I think that helps.
Because there's so many artists, you're like, I don't want to intrude on somebody when. That's what I felt with you. I was like, I felt like you were in the zone.
Dude, there was
so
so
you know that when it's like somebody's in the zone, you don't want to intrude.
But I feel like it was so hard because there were so many people going in and out. You're like, hey, what's up? You start talking. I'm like, all right, painting. What's up? I'm like,
that's where I met Rob, Spock.
Yeah.
So many. It's where I first met Spindles for the first time in person.
Same here. I feel like I met so many artists there for the first time.
I think Paige for the first time in person too.
Paige. I remember seeing Price for the first time and I was like, oh, okay. Because I didn't even know how he looked like, right? And dude, before that, I never paid attention. He never showed his face.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, you're Price. I'm like, I wonder. I'm like, oh, because he never shows his face. All right. Yeah, I get it. I'm like, all right, bro.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That was a fun. Those days, I wish there's certain events like that, like, oh, dude, there's certain things like that just happen. You're like, I wish we could have these experiences all the time.
It was so good, bro.
It was
so good because people were getting paid. People were showing up at whatever time.
Shout out to Jonathan for paying everybody because that was like, it's a rare thing where like every artist got fed from that and that's cool.
That was good.
There's things people say, whatever.
No, it was good.
That was awesome.
I feel like
that's a shout out.
The other thing is, after creating that group chat, I feel like
so you created
it made us.
Let's shout that out. Chroma created a group chat with all these artists. It's so big now.
It was supposed to be only for my buddies.
That nobody else can join because it's probably 300 people.
I think it's 250. That's
250 is the max on Instagram.
And
it is just a lot. It's
I remember just being like, hey.
Shout out to you for doing that.
I'm like, I think I'm just gonna add a few people. And then overnight,
I remember you mentioning
overnight it was like over 100 people. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, all right, I guess this is a fucking artist group chat, And it's been helpful. I feel like at first people were very, very excited and they were like,
it was the horse incident.
The horse incident. Dude, there was so much shit that I was like, but I feel like now
it's chilled.
People get in,
and that was funny.
People post to just like share info that's important and like ask questions. I'm like, great.
It's cool, man.
But
it was a great thing that you did.
And I know a lot of people walked away from it too. Like, not so many people were like, hey, this makes me anxious.
There's been
that too.
There's been mountains, like now it's just like this, but there's been peaks. It's so like
and like some people just watch and they don't post. I'm like, all right, fuck it.
But anybody that left it, you should have left it because it's actually a good thing.
It's a good
thing.
At first it was a lot, so I don't blame them. But
and you made me the admin at one point.
Oh yeah, are you still?
I think I still am admin. Okay. But I think I was the deputy. And I'm like, I think I tried to do one thing because I was like, I heard from people that like, we should step in, and I did something, and then people were like, what the fuck? Yeah, and I'm like, I'm never doing anything again. I'm not that guy to be like the rules guy. But you do it in a graceful way where you're funny.
I try, bro.
You say you run it well.
I try. At first, people were just messaging me like, hey, can you tell this? I'm like, fuck. I'm like, hey, and they're like, hey, can you? I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
So at first it was a lot, like I said. Now I'm just happy that like people just go in there, share info, and like log out.
That's important, dude.
No more
I think it's
videos,
awesome.
No more fucking memes. It's like, all right. Yeah, that horse incident was a little bit of a, but it needed to happen.
Dude, it's awesome. I give you like so much props for making that because it's something that I think was needed here, and I think it just like we were talking about with the art, the level of mural quality.
Yeah.
Or like not even being like but I mean like the effort level.
It needed to just
and like building up something here because there's so many cool to connect people like that was like something that I think that was incredible what you did.
And I think it's it's also good because I've seen people like get some gigs, even people like, hey, I need an assistant, like questions, and that's what we need. Like, to be honest with you, I didn't even do it to be like, to my group chat. It's more like, no, this is what the fuck we need. Because we talk a lot about community.
You don't make it about you at all.
No, like,
and I think that's
I think when it comes to community,
admirable.
We need to step it up more and be like, all right, let's really bring in the community and let's see what we need and what we want.
Well, I think that's bred these groups of like artists that are like doing cool things. It if not bred it, it's like helped it to where like it's connected people more, and it's like you were saying, it's made people be like, hey, I need an assistant on this job. Hey, this job's available. I don't want to do it. It's given a place for all that, so it's become like something that is alive in this Arizona Phoenix art scene. I don't even want to say Phoenix because there's people that here in it that are not even just in Phoenix.
No, they're just
Chandler, they're Glendale. You know, it's all. And I think it's one of the coolest things, in my opinion, that's happened. And kudos to you for making that.
Let's keep it going, man. Let's keep it going, and hopefully with this spray and play event.
Yeah, shout out Giovanni. Just created
we're
it.
able to just grow it more and more. It gets attention that it deserves, and we're just able to just grow it. You know.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Okay. Dude, I've kept you here for so long. Thank you so much. Okay. Do you have any advice for struggling artists?
Yeah. Cut the bullshit and just draw, paint, get creative. Stop making excuses. If you got the energy to go to a 9 to 5, quit the excuses. Give yourself 10, 20 minutes a day and create. And if not, it's also all right. But like, stop bitching about not having the time, because we all got time
and work.
It's just nobody's gonna come and save you. You want to be an artist, get out there, start painting more, get involved with community. That helps out a lot. And if any of you has any questions, I'm more than welcome to help guide you, share everything that I know. I'm not gatekeeping. I don't care. I think Phoenix needs more muralists. Just get out there and just create and just keep sharing for you, for your soul, for your art is medicine, art is love, and you need it, the world needs it, we need it.
Right on. That's it. And anything you want to promote, any new projects, anything that you felt like needs to get some highlight that we can show here, any pieces of art, or like anything you're excited about in the future?
Yeah, just real quick, I got this project called POA, P-O-A, and stands for Protecting Our Ancestors.
Yeah.
I believe that trees are one of our major ancestors. So I want to be able to plant trees through art. There's really no artist doing that. And I got different approaches from murals, from prints, that I think it's the thing that I'm really looking forward to. Just being able to give back, especially to Mother Earth, to community.
Absolutely.
And the great thing about this, dude, and sometimes it's a little terrifying to me, but I'm not going to be able to see these trees actually grow, you know, because
it takes sometimes like 50, 60
that's what
years.
I mean. So I feel like
you'll see them some preteens,
but I feel like I won't be able to just take in that big breather, you know, which I get it, but I think like
little trees are cool.
But that's also like inspires me a lot, because I'm like, hey, I'm gonna do this for the future generations. And the great thing about that is people are not gonna know who planted those trees, because they don't need to. Like, I'm not doing this for them to know it was me. I'm doing it to give back to Earth. Protecting our ancestors. POA. It's coming soon. You guys gonna see it, but
coming soon. Dude, can't wait to hear more about it. We see it on your page soon?
Yeah, pretty soon. Working on it.
Chroma,
bro,
my dog. Love this dude. That's the Smokey Joe Show. We out.